Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is TSK. I'm La Owns, Easy Jesus, Soul Finger number 12. We in the building, man. You know what I mean? I
All
appreciate
right.
you coming through, blessing us with your presence tonight, fam. You know,
For
continuing the
sure, for sure.
conversation we was just having on the last panel, you know. And I got to give him a disclaimer. We wasn't talking about RJ because Uncle Ron said, don't talk to me about trading RJ. So we're not talking
all
about that tonight. You feel what I'm saying?
right, all right, all right. We on the
You
same
gotta let
page
it.
now.
You gotta let it go, right? So they've been beating me over the skull with it, like you know what I mean, like you feel me, and especially you talking about it for the last 2 months. So you know what I mean. But
You
we're
still
gonna
on
get
that
into it.
RJ?
How y'all fellas doing tonight, and what's on your mind? And
Well,
we'll
well,
start with
everything
Soul
lovely on
Finger
my
number
end.
12 because he knew.
Yeah, no, everything's lovely on my end, bro. These last 24 hours been on fire. With
Mm-hmm.
the first start off with getting Kimber, and then you slide in. Rondo does what he does. I mean, it's like, when have we as a Knicks nation ever had something happen like this continuously? Hearing
That's a good
good
question
news,
That's a great question.
because
when.
let me cut in. I mean, I could go back as far as Melo. But see, the thing with Melo is we had to give up so many assets. It wasn't a good thing, right?
I
Yeah.
think the Melo trade could have been better. You know what I mean? We should have been a little more patient, waiting in free agency because he would have signed regardless. I think that in my heart. I don't know if it's true. Obviously, he wanted there because he forced his way to be there. So you know what I mean? I think 3-4 more months wouldn't have made a difference unless somebody was offering an exorbitant amount. You know?
All right, but I have to agree with you, Soulfinger. This has been a good past few days for the Knicks. And in recent memory, I don't see anything like that. To
No,
be honest with you,
I'll put it like this, man. A lot of cats. Well, I mean, I've been all over, been checking out a lot of the other stuff that's been going on in Knicks Nation, other shows, and been in the background,
right?
um, and just listening and observing. And no matter what, nobody's going to be happy about what's going on. But the thing I look at it like this here is, look at where we came from.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm not saying always look, just never forget where you came from, because bro, we went from blah to ah.
We came from the bottom.
Man, just straight up out the mud,
Yeah.
And now you look at us, we say, oh, you overachieved and got that fourth seed, but we did it. The thing is people were sleeping, and like my man Nas say, I never sleep because sleep is the cousin of death. That's just what it is, bro.
But you know,
And we caught them like that. We caught them slipping.
Mm-hmm.
We went
my
back.
my
Go
my
ahead,
bad. You
bro.
know, all right, all right. My take on the season was I came into it saying a month ago, I said I believe we overachieved. And I don't feel ashamed about saying that, being that we did get the fourth seed, because last season we didn't see the Knicks even. We wasn't even sure if they was making the playoffs. I heard a lot of people, they would say, how many games do you think the Knicks is gonna win this season?
They said like 22 to 27.
Yeah,
Nobody
man.
predicted that.
I remember.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
disrespected us on it. But once
They
we
was
got the fourth,
violating.
but I was looking at the squad. Actually, when we put the squad together, I was saying we're gonna get about 30 to 35 wins. I was thinking that
If you
because I'm
realize,
looking at the players.
and I'm my bad. So, but if you realize the squad that we had, right? All those dudes was top 10 draft picks. It just didn't work out for their teams.
You got a point, Noel.
You know what I mean? Not just Noel, Randall,
I mean,
Burke. Burke was like 12 or something. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Rose.
Rose.
You got to pay. These dudes got high potential. You know what I mean? They just might not have met their potential yet, but that don't mean they still can't do it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this here. This is what got me was the front office with the moves they were making. Cause I was like, okay, they putting some stuff together quietly on the slick. They were real slick, And the thing about it got me was still to this day how you flip one cat for 2 second-round draft picks. You just picked them up but flipped them for 2 second-round draft picks. If that wasn't that was a low undercover boss move on there, man. That's some real G action right there, man. Because I was
talking about the draft.
Yeah, because I'm telling basically what it is. I look at it like this here, man. He took two gummy bears and flipped them for a box of chocolate.
You know
That's what
You
happens
got a
when your
point.
mouthpiece is right. You know.
For real.
I like this front office though. I really like them. I mean, they patient, but you know, I mean, they making
And
the
they
needle move
quiet.
at the same time.
They mums the word mentality is what I love.
And I love Tibbs because I like his
Because
mentality, that defensive mentality.
nobody said Kemba, bro. We talked about this for months.
Nah, you're right. And nobody in the world.
I've listened to people for months. I've never heard not one person say Kemba. They sneak
Hey,
attacked you.
Yeah, smoking. You, I think you was on the show with us before. We was on Man with Ron. And remember, I said this. I've been one of those. I always said, I said, look, they talking all this, all the media's talking this, and all these other people saying this. But in Knicks Nation, we saying this. But they're gonna get somebody that we don't even think of or don't even see coming. I don't know if you was on when I said that.
I said that. My man Shy, and I gotta shout him out because he been begging me, Soulfinger, to be patient. I was irate during the draft. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
irate. And he was
Everybody
like, yo, fam, be patient, fam. They got something on their sleeve. Trust me. And I'm like, yo, all right, bro. You talk me off the ledge. I'm gonna trust you, right? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you give a dude the benefit of the doubt because that's your man, right? And then and then the Knicks go make that move, and I'm like, damn, my man was right.
But look, I'm waking up that morning.
I was
not good to you, brother.
No, I was hot in the fish grease at first because I was at my baby girl's practice, right? So I'm at basketball practice, and I'm trying to listen to the draft and stuff. And my man had his phone, so he had his phone, he had it. So I'm listening to it. I'm watching it off his phone too. So I got double action going to stereo. And they said the Knicks traded the 19 pick. I'm like, what the
hell? Me too. That's exactly how I felt.
For sure.
What the hell is going on?
So, because it was a deep draft.
The wrong way.
Yeah, it was a deep draft. But then I said, okay, hold on. I already said it once. I said it once. I say it again. And Leon, I trust Worldwide West. I said they ain't done nothing extremely wrong. So let me chill. Even though I was anxious, I was a little anxious. I was a little shook. And they traded again. I'm like, bro, what's really going on? So you keep trading back like this. What's going on? But then I thought about what we did with the how we got IQ. Because remember, we traded out, we traded down, we would trade it up, then we traded back in and got IQ. So I said, I sit back, and then when they landed Grimes, I was like, oh yeah, we own something right here. We cooking. Hey, we cooking with right fish grease on this one, baby. And then they made the move. Now I did question the next trade. I'm like, man, okay, you're gonna go international, all right, but what you doing? But then
he got his guy.
So I was like, word. I was like, word. And the thing about it is, I don't know if you cats ever follow Raw Hebrew Remnant, but
I heard about him.
Man, look, subscribe to him too, because he put out some deep facts. He'll make you look at things he'll make you look at things a whole different way. And when he hit in the last draft, he called it, he hit the nail on the head. This draft, he hit the nail on the head. The man is, since I've been following for the last year, he's been batting 1,000 with his predictions. He drafted it down to he put it to you.
I mean, listen, I enjoy what the Knicks did this offseason. I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. They keyed the guy they wanted in the draft, and they knew he might fall back. And they actually got two guys, maybe the two best defenders in the draft. I mean, they had Trey Murphy and the other guy, Chris. They said he was like a 3-and-D player. But getting Grimes did good when he was playing with the coaches and the executives in front of him in the combine. They went out, got their guy, and they actually was good. I sort of, I would see his scouting videos on YouTube with the guy, McBride. What is his name? Miles McBride.
You said McBride.
Yeah, McBride. Yeah, he's real. He'll get in your face on defense, and I like that. I love two-way plays.
I did like his highlights when he got drafted, and I seen him challenging dudes and kind of punking dudes, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what attitude we need.
But the main one is they show is when he picked Cade.
Yeah, shut Cade down, made him work.
Yeah,
made him work. I like that.
Cade is like 6 inches taller than him.
He's 6'7". Yes, sir. 6'7", 6 inches taller than my man.
I hope that intensity translates to the NBA. We got a steal right there. I'm talking a Kyle Lowry. I mean, kind of give me that vibe, that Kyle Lowry vibe. But
the homie, I don't mean to cut you off, E. One second. The homie Robert Parr says, I don't mind us adding the offense over defenders. We were like 26th ranked offense last year. We can drop a few spots in defensive standings, but still be on the rise on the offense.
That's why they got Evan Fournier.
But we will rise on offense. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I agree.
They needed points.
I didn't mean to mince your words, but I agree with that. Like, if we drop to maybe 8 and our offense drops to 15, we're still a more impactful team.
Well, see, this is
we got better.
Two fellas, check this out. We can spread the floor, and we were just talking about this. Nick, TSK. We were just talking about this. You can't double team Randall because if you do, you're gonna get punished. They're gonna
this year for
That's
sure.
I like the accusation for Kemba.
Man,
that's why I love that
Kemba
accusation.
Man, inside or out, and then he coming down. Look, you already know Kemba's gonna break somebody's ankles.
He got that. He got that in this game.
Yeah, and then
you don't believe me, look back at UConn.
You know,
now I'm talking about the UConn highlights.
To be honest, you might slow down, but he still got game, bro. He still got.
Well, this is another thing too, fellas. Kemba's had his biggest games in the Garden.
Now you're gonna play there 41 games.
That's what I'm saying.
UConn.
Biggest game. When he came to the Garden with Charlotte, he put on a show. When he came with he put on a show. So imagine he's gonna be there. This is his home. He was putting on a show just visiting.
Bronx.
This is home.
Bronx.
Sure.
He went to Rice.
Man.
So, listen, we got a good one. I remember I had that joke the other night. I said that I know why he want to come back to New York because he saw that versus battle when Jadakiss. So what he did, he wanted to be part of that again. He's like, I got to be part of this New York way.
I ain't gonna lie, you funny for that. You know what he seen? He seen that Garden rocking last year.
There you go.
He seen us ready to turn over. You know how we get when, like, if the Knicks win a championship, bro, we probably burn the city down and rebuild it the next day, bro.
He gonna be the king of the city. He gonna be the co-king of the city with Randall.
The minute, man. Once the Knicks host that new championship banner, man, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And I'm gonna tell you now. Julius. I'm gonna just tell you like this here. Julius wound up bringing a ring. Julius bring a ring to the Garden. Y'all may think I'm smoking something right now.
No, you ain't smoking. No, tell him. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, brother.
I'm saying it. Look, I'm saying it with my chest, and I'm jumping on it with both feet. Julius had punched his ticket. He didn't punch his ticket for the rest of his days.
You saying if he win a ring with the Knicks, he a Hall of Famer?
Look,
I'm going too far, but that's what I do. I jump off the ledge.
He's gonna be the king of the city. I mean, really, I'm here in the city.
Hey, look, he'd be the king of the city. I mean, but it would. But if I'm gonna tell you like this, if he continues to put up the numbers, and his numbers continue to show winning, who's to say that? I won't say he'd be a hall of first ballot, but he could eventually make it there. I can see him doing that.
He got a lot of achievements.
Let's keep it real. Who the king of the city right now?
We don't have one, unfortunately.
Who the king of the city right now?
Randall's king of the city. He's king of New York.
No, I'm talking to E because he don't seem to understand. He said we don't have. It wasn't Kevin Durant.
But I think don't bring up Kevin Durant because he does have a say.
It was not Kevin Durant. That's what I'm.
But I'm a Knick fan. I don't know. I mean,
it was not Kevin Durant. It was Randall.
It's Randall.
I'm not even going to make that comparison.
I just told you. I believe it. It's the
Brooklyn is right next to it's basically the city. It's the king of New York. If you live in Brooklyn, you valid to say you're the king of something. But I'm not gonna go there quite yet because,
bro, you know every real Knicks fan still see them as Jersey. So I don't know why you even, you know what I mean? Like,
when you jump on the team with 3 other Hall of Famers, it's gonna be pretty easy. But that's taking nothing away from Kevin Durant's game.
And real Knicks fans still didn't jump on the bandwagon. We stayed true to our squad because we already know what time it is and we already know who run the city. That's why.
You know,
feel me?
What was tripped out? I had a homeboy. He's from Dago originally, but where I'm living at. And he's a Lakers, he's a Lakers fan and all that. And he was asking me like, "Hey man, have you ever pulled for the you always pull for the Knicks?" I was like, "Yeah, that's the only team I know." I said, "Bro, you gotta understand. I'm from the boot. Granted, and you got the Pelicans. I never pulled for them because we didn't have a team." I said the Jazz rolled up out the boot, rolled out of NOLA when I was 6 years old.
That's true. They did. They was wearing, the orange, the jerseys they wear nowadays.
Yeah, they rolled on out. So we didn't have a team. With my brother older than me, way older than me. He was a Lakers fan, so I watched the Showtime. I watched the Celtics. But when I saw them Knicks,
man, you like that grit. You like that grit and that toughness, huh? Only New Yorkers got.
Michael Ray Richardson. You probably got a little. You probably got a little of them. Mark Jackson.
Man, look, I got them. But I'm gonna tell you what really got
Charlie Ward, Sprewell.
Oh yeah, got all that. But the thing that got me was
don't forget about John Starks.
Oh, sorry.
When I found out that Willis Reed, I looked at Willis Reed and I looked at him like, oh, he's from the boot.
And not only from the boot, he beat the number one, damn near the number 2 or 3 scorer in the league. Will Chamberlain was that man.
Yeah. Oh, is that CT
Will? We talking about Will.
Bruh,
we talking about Willis Reed.
CT actually slid on the Smoking Knick podcast. Bruh, appreciate you. Let me drop a bomb on you. Your inaugural bomb. You feel me?
Yeah.
Welcome. I'm gonna let you know, CT. This is not grandma's furniture. It's a little more rough than that. It's like a skid mark in the street. You feel me? But we keep it respectful. You feel me? We might argue, we might curse, we might turn up a little bit, but it's all respect and it's all Knick's love. You know what I mean? I don't feel like every agreement has to be so friendly as long as we have proper discord,
Yeah.
Right. I got you. Look, my man was making a point. I wanted to hear what he was saying.
All right, continue, Soulfinger.
Oh, well, I'm just saying that with Willis Reed, when he came in, I found out I was done then. But then, like I said, I was going back to I was a little fella, and I remember I was younger, seeing Kenny Skywalker, flying through the air, like that. But when you got Pat, you talking about Bernard King. Look, man, I saw Bernard King. I would always try to go to the rack like Bernard King, man. I would look at, but I try to go to the rack like Bernard King. I was so small, man, back in the day that you put a dime in my left pocket, I lean to the left. That's how little I was, man. But I say all that to say this right here, man. I only know but one team. It's the New York Knickerbockers. That
we are the New York Knicks.
And I'm gonna tell you, and the era, the 90s era, the 90s era Knicks.
Yeah.
That was my world right there, man. Look,
second that.
Bald heads and black sneakers, man.
They brought that to the league. You remember when the playoffs they switched it off to the black
bald heads and black sneakers. That's funny.
Anthony Mason used to get you remember when designs was the thing. Anthony Mason used to get the designs in his haircut.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Rest in peace, the legend.
Rest in peace. But listen, that was a real era right there.
Word, Garden. Hop on, bro. We got the link.
That was a real error right there.
I don't work tomorrow, so we turn. You feel me?
Pat Riley, he did his thing. When he came, he was 92. I forget. Did he play in that? Did he coach him in 91? I know it was 92 because they played a good series with the Bulls that year when they had Jerry Wilkins and Kenny Skywalker. So in the 93, John Starks missed that 3-point against the Rockets. I still say he got fouled. But it seems like it's just me nowadays. So yeah, we had a little run.
Yeah,
we had a run.
We had Ronaldo Blackman on the bench. You could have put him.
That's true.
Oh God, Bachman.
We had Monty Williams at one point.
Ronaldo. I hated Ronaldo.
No,
Bachman,
Ronaldo
bro.
Blackman.
Ronaldo Blackman.
Oh, not Bachman. Okay.
He like a D Harper type player.
Yeah, because he came with the Mavericks at one time, and then you had
everybody know we had Oak.
Oak, Mace,
Charles Smith.
Herb Williams coming off the bench.
He was coming off the bench. That's true. We had Starks, man. A lot of people don't want to give Starks, but he was the number 2 option. But
yeah. But you know,
for a
I'm gonna
long
tell you,
time.
when we brought Spree in there, I was done.
Oh God, he was my
When
favorite.
him and
Knick.
Allen Houston, oh
He was
man,
my
it was
favorite
beautiful.
Knicks. Spreewell was a dog.
We had LJ, and I think we had Marcus Camby. Did we have him that year?
We had Camby.
I'm
we
not.
did.
Actually,
We
had
had
Camby that year.
We had
okay.
Buck Williams. I mean, we had Buck Williams signing that.
We had a couple players that you think back was actually good. Like, you know, but that team was structured on playing hard. The scores was low because you know how it was in the 90s. But that's why I say, you know, Starks averaged 17 points. Again, you know, he had here there 17, 19 points a game. In this era, it wouldn't be like that. You know, he probably could be averaging that 25 points. So I always had a lot, you know, I had the first jersey I ever had was a John Starks jersey. So, you know, I got love for the Knicks.
No, that's respect.
I'm gonna say it like this here though. The way we played last year, I think we're gonna change the game because a lot of teams don't want to play us. Because you know, before they used to laugh about coming to the Garden and want to play flip the bottle and all like that. Now they came in, and I think like this last season they thought they were gonna come in, flip the bottle, and play them little games, right?
They got punked.
Right. Then they found out
the Garden get punked.
They got touched up. Hey, they got touched up. Basically, what it was, man, they got the shirt. They came out there and got the shirt balled up. Playing, you messing with the wrong
one. I just hate the playoffs last year because
we got our coach. Nobody really wants to say that, but we got our coach.
No,
we needed scoring, and we got that.
TSK. I agree with you on that one. I love Tibbs. Don't get me wrong, but he did get out. He did get out coached. And you can't. I'm gonna tell you, people can't sleep on Nate McMillan, man. Nate McMillan was a G.
And they wouldn't even bring it up that he got out
spoken on.
Right? They wouldn't even bring it. I'm sorry, E, but they wouldn't even bring it. They wouldn't even bring it up that he got out coached. Right? You never heard anybody besides people like me being critical of Tibbs and saying that his in-game adjustments was kind of trash.
He wasn't able to make them.
They was kind of trash, right?
Yeah,
like it didn't seem like.
And let me give you one example, which is my number one and main example, right? In the playoff game, letting Frank try to guard Trae Young with cold knees. 5 seconds left in the game.
Yeah,
was it 30?
30 seconds.
It felt like it was 15 seconds left in the game, but you know what I mean? Like
he was pulling strings, but he didn't pull the right strings on that.
Nah, not at the right time. If you want, to be honest, like we would have had Frank if you would have let him guard Trae that whole series, not Reggie.
I mean, I love
I'm just
Frank,
telling you.
but
I'm
not really sold on him. No,
I'd rather watch him foul out than Reggie get crossed up.
See, the thing about it,
I might second you on that.
The thing is with Reggie, see, it's not Reggie's game. Reggie is a shooter. He's not one of those. He's not going to punish anybody.
So
and the thing is,
I heard people saying he was our best defender.
Actually, he was our main defender.
He was not our best defender. He might have been on the best guy. That doesn't mean he was the top defender. Just because you're on the best guy, if you're still getting hooped on, that makes you the best defender. That don't make that.
That was our main.
Look, he wasn't no Darrell Revis in his cover spot, bro. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, He wasn't the glove. He wasn't Bruce Bournes. But overall, he played solid defense, and he was at the time.
He took on that assignment.
But the thing, an assignment. He always drew the tough assignment. But the problem I had, this is the problem I had. He should have been taking. You see, the thing is, they hid Trae on Bullock because Bullock wasn't aggressive. He's not an attack player.
Yeah, he's not an attack mode. He want to sit back.
Exactly. So, because he should have been down there punishing him.
Yeah.
So imagine.
I'm gonna go use the restroom, fellas. Y'all continue to talk. I'll be right back.
No problem, bro.
Word.
So just imagine if he would have been on RJ. RJ would have beat him up in the paint.
Yeah, he would have turned his back and he would have, get him tired. Exactly. I agree. You're right. But he was a liability, Reg.
Yeah. I give Reggie Bullock his props on some stuff, man. But against Trae, it wasn't happening. It was no bueno. It was no bueno.
I wouldn't have minded. I'm a fan of Frank. I would rather play him at the 2 sometimes, but I think he would if they would have put him on there more. He would have slowed him down a bit as far as on the defensive. He's no half court shit.
He would have made Trey work, man. He would have made him work. He wouldn't have been running around and like Jay Boogie called him, little meat wouldn't have been running around like that, man. Because he was like a little road run all over the place. Meat all over the place, man. It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. It was totally ridiculous. But if see, the thing is, when he didn't play a lot of Alfred Payton, but for the most part, he's calling the plays. So the in-game adjustments, he wasn't on point as much. Now I don't know about when game one will turn over to game two to turn over to game three. I'm sure he's coach of the year. I'm sure he made the proper adjustments, but Julius Randle was the leader. And I don't want to get down on Julius Randle. And, I'm going to celebrate Julius Randle because he just did re-sign with the squad. But the way they were D'ing him, he's the leader. He couldn't really get into his own. I can't even find the right words, but I think
he couldn't get rhythm going. He couldn't get no action going because of the way they were up on him.
Yeah. And he's basically only one, he's not ambidextrous, so he's really got one side though. So he wasn't able to make that move. He's a good playmaker though. If you look back at his stats, I used to say this last year. I used to be like, because he was struggling, the bubble year. I used to be like, Julius Randle, he think he's LeBron James.
Yeah,
he making all them turnovers. I said he's not LeBron James. He just needs to revert back to his old, to a game where he isolated too much this year too. But it was a good thing because we needed it.
But hey, EG, let me put on this here. We made it to the playoffs playing ISO ball the whole season.
Yes, exactly.
And totally then we got exposed in the playoffs because Nate was like, "Oh, check this out."
Take him away.
The only thing we gotta do is take the engine out. He's the engine. Mm-hmm. You take him out, we good.
He ain't doing nothing. They ain't going nowhere.
Because Derrick Rose came in and pushed, but then that messed up the whole rotation because Derrick Rose was known with that second group.
And we needed him though. So as far as the adjustments, we actually needed him on the floor because we couldn't get any points. Our leader, they figured him out. And RJ's only gonna go as far as, and I hate that, he's only really gonna go as far as Julius goes. So I was waiting for Julius, but the defense was just they game plan for him. You got to give a lot of love to Nate McMillan on that one.
Man, I told you, Nate. Like I said, Nate coaches like how he played, man.
Yeah, with the Sonics. Yeah.
He coaches like, and the thing is,
that's a good point.
A lot of us got overconfident because we beat them twice. But I was like, it's a different ball game. You get a different head coach.
I felt like that too. I mean, honestly, a lot of the points you're making, I kind of agree with, and that's rare. I'm not even gonna lie, that's very rare. But yeah, he played with GP, and they were able to with Sean Kemp. I like a comparison, Sean Kemp and Obi.
Exactly.
People say Stoudemire. I kind of like that Sean Kemp comparison.
Well, I look at them. They say that they compare him to Stat because he's slim like Stat. But if you look at his game and how he actually comes down the court, that's the Rain Man.
Yeah, I like that. Somebody told me that, and I thought about it. I was like, he got a jumper. He's like the Rain Man with a jumper. And that's only a good thing.
And the thing is, Obi is a player that needs a point guard. He needs a point guard to unlock him.
Yes.
Now we got Kemba. And that's the thing.
You're gonna see more. I think he's gonna see more action. You're right, because of Kemba. Kemba has been in the league for damn near 9 years, maybe 10. I don't even know, but he's a full-time All-Star. We're getting now the injuries. I mean, everybody get injuries. Hopefully, we're getting a good player. We're getting a real good player who we didn't see that was going to be available. But I like the Evan Fournier deal. That deal was made before the Kemba move. Because Evan Fournier, people gonna, they're gonna say things about his contract, but I get it. But it's a 3-year deal in actuality. And we needed scoring. And it was really nobody in the free agency.
EG, I gotta give you your props, bro. You the first person I actually heard that just really come down and break it down like that and liked it. I'll be keep it 100 because I've been around a lot of shows. There's a few people that liked it. I mean, you got people who want DeMar DeRozan, and I
Yeah.
get that. But
That's a splashy name.
Bruh, get out my head. Check it. But he don't fit the system. He don't fit this team. He
I don't think so. I don't think so because he averaged 7 assists this year.
Yeah,
but he's he can pass the ball. You got to give the man credit where credit is due. But
I give him that. But it's two things. Tibbs had told you already what he's looking for: defense and shooting. DeMar DeRozan is a mid-range shooter, granted, he can finish, but he can't hit that three. And Tibbs is looking for that. And then the other thing, this is the other knock that a lot of people may not say anything about. I noticed DeMar DeRozan he's known for disappearing. He's known to disappear, go away like a fart in the wind, bro.
Yeah. I mean, well, you think back to Toronto days.
Yeah.
But they did trade him pretty easy. But I think honestly, man, I think we can get that DeMar DeRozan production out of RJ. And RJ's still young. And a lot of people hate it. I see how a lot of people they talk. Maybe a lot of folks they just say, stop talking about him. I'm frustrated hearing his name. But Knicks can't give up on him so fast. They gotta let him blossom. And then
no, go ahead, make your point, because I'm gonna keep this thought because you triggered something in my mind.
Yeah, just let them blossom. You look at a lot of players in the NBA right now. Not a lot of players in the NBA right now are on the same age level as him, and he's gonna get better. So we're in a good position. We have a leader in Julius Randle. We got Evan Fournier right now. He's a great 3-point shooter, and that was his problem last year, the spacing. He couldn't really do anything because the Knicks spacing. I'm not talking about this past year. I'm talking about last year, the rookie season. So you can see they improved that. RJ's they're not gonna put the ball in his hand. He can actually play the third option, or possibly maybe even the fourth option, because they got Kemba now. I keep thinking they don't got Kemba no more. I don't know why, but
we ain't used to it.
Exactly, we ain't used to that. They did real good. They did too good. But I like it, man.
Yeah,
in all honesty.
I'm gonna pick it back on something you said.
All right.
Because you got people talking about trade RJ. RJ's a bomb. RJ's this.
Mm-hmm.
Do they realize RJ only been in he didn't get his rookie season was cut short.
Right. It was cut short. People. It was a solid season, though. My bad. I ain't gonna cut you off. I'm sorry about that.
No. Think about it.
He had a solid season. I'm not gonna say it was because I tell you, a lot of people say, oh, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. He did average 14 points. His shooting was down, even from the free throw line. I think he needs to improve his free throw shooting at the same time. But he took a leap coming into this year. He fixed that 3-point thing. He's hitting at a high percentage, and he just needs to learn. He needs to learn how to finish, and he can get to the rack. It doesn't seem like that's a problem.
Boom! There you go.
Yes, he brings the defense in, and after a while, maybe a couple more years or maybe even a year, his game, he'll learn how to finish under the basket, and that'll only be a plus. He'll learn how to penetrate when the defense collapses, kick it out to the open guy. That's just a matter of time.
Yeah, that comes with experience. Because the thing about it is, RJ, because he couldn't shoot a free throw in college.
Yeah,
and
I remember that game.
yeah, and I said it once, I say it again, and I'm gonna use a little colorful adjective on it, but RJ, when he come to the free throw line, he couldn't hit an elephant in the ass with an ironing board, bro.
He couldn't. It's just a shame, but
yeah.
It's a shame.
So that being said, it's a whole different ball game now. He worked on that, and this is just after that. And then too, look who the coach was. He had bad coaching because it was Fizdale had changed his shot.
Mike Miller was the 2 coaches in one season. That's key.
Yeah,
people when they evaluate RJ, they got to remember in his rookie season he had 2 coaches, and that says a lot because he took a leap the next year.
And I'm gonna say this here. A lot of people down on RJ because they're like, well, we should have got the number 1 pick. We could have had Zion. And I'm like, but y'all make it seem like RJ is garbage when he's not. I mean, he was RJ was the top recruit in the nation before Zion came on.
RJ led the ACC in scoring average. He was the number one. How do I say this? I want to say this the correct way. He scored the most. He has the best scoring average in ACC history. And ACC, they got North Carolina, so they have Mike. They have ACC, pretty much the best division in college basketball. Duke. He played at Duke. So yeah, that says a lot. People don't look at that.
And the thing about it is, Kobe Bryant, when he first came in the league, wasn't lighting it up.
Yes, exactly. People hate when I make that comparison.
Yeah, well, I get the same thing. But look, give the young fella time.
My apologies about that, fella.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. We're just chopping it up.
No, continue. Yeah. Continue. I won't intrude.
People hate when I make that Kobe Bryant comparison. I'm just telling you, Smoke. Remember, how I make that out. Kobe Bryant, he grew up in Europe. Well, he didn't grow up in Europe. He was born in the United States, but he grew up in Europe.
Yeah.
And RJ Barrett's father was a former NBA player, so he spent a lot of time out in Europe. That's two similar things. RJ, he learned a little soccer.
He's been groomed to be a NBA player, is what you're saying.
It's a little bit more than that. I'm gonna go into this. RJ Barrett played soccer when he was younger. Kobe played soccer when he was younger. That's only gonna help with your footwork. Look at Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah. Look at Steve Nash.
Exactly. Came out of nowhere.
And who's RJ's godfather?
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash. Now think of people. If you're ready to give away a young asset, you got to look into it because this is our team. We love this team. We root for this team, and you just can't give up on a young asset that easy. So I make that comparison to Kobe Bryant. Kobe didn't come and lighten it up, but Kobe took them shots against Utah, and RJ seems like he has that mentality. That Mamba mentality. He looks like he's gonna bring it to you, even if he knows he's not gonna finish. That might not be efficient, but he's gonna play. He's gonna come at you, and I think that right there is a good thing.
I said it to you last night, bro. I'll give you this about RJ. If I'm being objective, he has a lot of heart. He wants it, right? And that's where you gotta at least start, right? Because there's a lot of dudes that out there with the talent, but they don't want it, and they don't want it. So I'll give you this about RJ. When I watch his game, I could tell that he wants it. So the improving you talking about, or you foresee, I see it as well, but I want to see it sooner than later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I get it.
My thing is, like I said, I bring up the Kobe situation because, when it comes to RJ, I'm not saying that RJ gonna be Kobe, but what I'm saying is, with that bringing it up is, give RJ a chance. Because remember, Kobe had that one. What was his name? The one coach they heard him fired. He wouldn't even put Kobe on the court.
You talking about Harris?
Harris wouldn't even put Kobe on the court. Okay.
Yeah.
Phil, you had Miller, Mike Miller, and Fizdale jacked up his shot. Miller took over. They were coaching him all the wrong way. Tibbs come in. Coaches. Yeah, Tibbs comes in and turns him around.
Now, Fizdale was a bad coach. Nobody else will say that either. He was terrible.
They weren't prepared for that season last year.
No, he was terrible, bro. Why can't we hold these coaches? Why can't we hold these coaches accountable as well as we're gonna hold the players and stuff?
And I'm holding him accountable. I am.
No, you said the players wasn't ready, fam. That's not holding the coach accountable. That's holding the players for getting a bad game plan every night.
Well, the thing is, they didn't have any shooters to spread the floor. So maybe it's not specifically on the players to play with.
They have Trier and Dotson, and
Trier is he's a slasher.
He was a shooter too, though.
He can shoot. I understand, but Trey's not even in the NBA right now. Let's be honest. Let's keep it real.
We talking about last year's squad before the season we just had.
They had no spacing. Who was shooting? Who was scoring on that team? They had Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris, he stepped up a little. He looked good, but he's not spacing the floor.
Damian Dotson used to do
he's shooting mid-range jump shots when he was with the Knicks. Damian Dotson, he's pretty much a D-leaguer or a G-leaguer.
That's not true.
We got to be honest. He looks like he plays good defense, but give him time to grow.
I like Dot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Exactly.
I did too.
Same stuff we was talking about Frank last night, Soulfinger. That Frank had a little bit of work to him, but he ain't getting enough burn, so his offense looks sus.
Yeah, it did look sus because he was very streaky. So he might hit one and he'll never hit one for another 6 games.
But the problem is with Fizdale, he can decide on a lineup, man. He was changing up lineups like people change draws.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I don't like about Tibbs? I said it last night, and I know I said it before. I don't want him to burn out the players because RJ's playing. He's leading the league in minutes. At one point, Julius is leading the lead at minutes, and he has a repertoire for burning out his players. When he was in Chicago, he burnt out. Even though the Knicks made a stupid signing when they signed him, Joakim Noah, Luol Deng, these players were done. They couldn't play no more. I think that was one of the reasons why he missed like 3 straight seasons. Rose didn't want to come back because he knew Thibodeau coached a physical game. I just want my players. I don't want to burn them out quite yet, especially with 1 game left, 2 games left in the regular season. He got them playing 40+ minutes. That's how I feel about Tibbs. But he's a great coach. He's the coach of the year.
But I'll tell you
That's
this
how
here.
I feel about him.
It was a couple of games. It was some games that we had straight up blowouts, and he still had Randall on the floor. We up by like 20 down there 30.
Word.
You should have pulled Randall out and I would have pulled everybody out. Obi, go eat.
Get some burn.
Go eat. Hey,
That's how the young boys develop.
You're right. That's how they got to. So if you up by 20, put him in there. Give him a little 5-minute stretch. Put him in there for 3 minutes just to get used to the speed.
Look, the forgotten man that was back behind the Gatorade powder. Kevin Knox, go out there and get some.
Yeah, he needed some shots. I can't justify. I can't say nothing good about Kevin Knox because you look at him, the type of player he is. He's a big man, and he has the range to shoot. He has the pieces. He has the tools. And it doesn't seem like it's working.
Confidence, man. He got his confidence taken, man. I'm gonna tell you that bad coaching with the bad front office, the coaching he had, because Fizdale was the one. First of all, Knox should have never been drafted that high for us. He was known as a project.
Michael Porter.
Exactly.
Any one of the Bridges. We missed out on that. But Fizdale went off of 1 workout, and he's the one who made the push to get him. We should have, and then you didn't have the people in place to develop the talent.
Nope.
Because I was hearing all these comparisons to KD or PG-13. You put but the problem was, his rookie season, he got out there and he was averaging 12, 13 points a game. The thing is, Kevin didn't play much defense, but Fizdale wasn't teaching it. Once Fizdale was coaching for his job, he buried him. Hey, I'm trying to play to win, but then they brought all these other cats on top of him. But that summer league did him in. See, that's where everything went. That's when it really went down. That's when he got when it really went down was dealing with Zion. When Zion took his cookies,
snatched that ball out of his hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He remember when he got the rebound smoke.
Soft. And that's all it takes.
He got exposed. He really did.
Think about it. Fridays, when Debo rolled up on Fridays, when Debo rolled up and took old boy chain,
we'll tuck this in.
That was Kevin Knox. That was Kevin Knox. He was done.
I'm gonna just tuck this in. I'm gonna be out. Yeah, I'm like, come on, man.
He should have tucked it in before Debo got there. I mean, instead of trying to be cool and cute, like, oh, he not gonna get me until you be the nigga got.
I mean, for real.
Nobody think of you.
I'm telling you now, because every time I said, if I was Knox, I'd have been trying to every time on the court, I'm trying to dunk on Zion every time. He may block it, but I'm trying to get him every time. You gonna snatch the ball up out of me? Oh no, bro.
That's gonna be a new slogan. I'm gonna tuck this in. I'm gonna tuck mine in. If somebody get sunned on the court. But my bad. Continue, bro.
Oh no,
it happens all the time. It happens all the time.
I'm just thinking about that, man. Ever since then, Kevin Knox ain't been right. And then to make it even worse, you got Obi coming on the court getting more burn than you.
In 1 year.
That's not
but
good.
It was the defensive intensity that made Obi stay out there though. He was playing defense.
Obi's not known for defense, especially when they drafted him. They were saying he really didn't have lateral quickness. And I didn't want the Knicks to draft him, but since he's on his team, I'm going to show him all the love in the world. I wanted what's the guy name? He went to Sacramento.
Halliburton. I knew you were gonna say
that. Yeah, see? We on the same page. That's what I wanted.
And that would Raw Hebrew was saying that he was saying we were going either where it was going. He was saying New York was either going to get Isaac Okoro, Obi Toppin, or Halliburton. He was saying that, but then he said one of those three going to go. But when they drafted Okoro, I knew we were going to draft Obi. Halliburton didn't even cross my mind at the time.
Halliburton really fell.
Oh, he tumbled. He didn't fall. He tumbled down that hill, man. And the thing about it, though, we took Obi because everybody was looking for Randall to go. We didn't expect Randall to do what he did.
Nobody did.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see it coming, man.
I didn't see it coming either. I didn't see the Obi thing coming because when they look at the mocks and all that, I was like, that Obi thing wouldn't make sense. I wanted Isaac Okoro, but he got drafted by Cleveland and about about 5 spots. I'm not even sure the number, but they took him early.
No, they got him. I want to say they drafted right before us.
Oh, they did? Oh,
they drafted right before us. If I'm not mistaken, they drafted before us. When they did that, I said we about to get Obi Toppin. And I was hyped for Obi. But then the thing is I didn't realize that Elfrid Payton was going to be such a his development was going to be slowed by Elf. Elf I give him his dues. Thank you for what you did for us, bruh. And you proved me wrong. He proved me wrong because I thought for damn sure Elfrid Payton was in talks with the Singapore Sea Slugs or the Dubai Dragon Slayers, dog.
Damn.
He almost got traded. He almost got traded for a sandwich.
Man, look, but he signed with Phoenix. He with Phoenix now.
Yeah, hopefully,
that's
good for Phoenix. Good luck.
Monty could do some wonders like he did with Cameron Payne.
Yeah. But, actually, Phoenix wanted him. They were trying to trade for him, but we didn't make – and that's the thing about it. I like how Leon did. Some of the best action is no action, man.
Facts.
He sat back and let those red beans cook in that crock pot, man.
Yeah, just let it go for a minute. You get home, good money now.
Slow cooking. It's gonna be great if you just take your time. Yes, it's only been 8 hours, but we need 2-3 more.
Facts.
It was no point guards available last year in that quick free agency. I mean, we had Fred VanVleet. That would have been the target I would have went for, but he signed like the first day with the. Actually, it was a couple days later. So the Knicks had a little
big money.
Yeah. So who else was available?
And to be honest, bro, he's not fitting what we trying to do, bro. We need attackers that could push, kick, and shoot, right? Fred VanVleet is a shooter. He could attack, but he's not an attacker like that. You know what I mean? He's a shooter.
Yeah, he did good. I remember in the finals, he was hitting them clutch shots in the finals.
Nah, Fred, when he had Kawhi and Pascal playing at the top of their game, hell yeah, Fred was hooping.
Yeah, Fred surprised me too. I was good. I gave him a lot of love on that one. After that performance, he wasn't dropping like 20 points a game, but he was hitting those clutch shots, and that's what you
got to do, bro. You ain't got to take 20 shots a game, but if you're gonna hit 4 out of 7, 5 out of 8, we'll take that.
And hit 2-3 key shots in the fourth quarter. You just gotta give him that bag. Just accept it. He earned it.
But he did. Just like the players on our team, right? Even though we made it to the first round, right? It was a lot of prove it deals, right? I don't think these dudes are going to regress because they proved it. You know what I mean? I think they still have more to prove.
I like Taj Gibson addition again because he went hard in the playoffs. I know he's up in age, especially in basketball terms, but he went hard in the playoffs, and I noticed that. So I like bringing him back. You're going to cost him like, what, $1 million, $2 million, but I think that was a key signing, bringing back the same team, bringing back Taj Gibson. I appreciated that. being a Knicks fan, because you need a player like that. Maybe Sims, what's his name, Jericho Sims. He may be able to step into his role, or that backup role. You know, that gnat that's always flying around you. You can't you trying to swing at it, but you can't catch it.
Nah, one of these young players is gonna make a name for themselves sooner than later.
I just hope he makes the team. I'm curious to see him.
We just don't know what player it is.
I want to see him in summer league. In the summer league.
Oh, summer league gonna be lit.
Yeah, that's where we'll see. That's when we'll get our chance to really see how these young boys is actually ready to it's not the big stage, not quite the big stage, but it's close. It's close. I want to see. I'm curious to see McBride. And
salute to Mama said don't trust you.
Mama said.
Salute. All right. Yeah, it's just we got a bright future. We do.
We do, bro. We got a bright present.
Yeah, that too.
The present I present is like my presence. You feel what I'm saying?
Think about this.
A little wordplay for y'all boys. You know what I mean?
Think about Grimes. What if Grimes turns into a Tony Allen with a jumper? That's perfect. With the 25th pick, a shutdown defender with a little jump shot. And he's able to guard 1s, 2s, and 3s. I think we hit the jackpot with that.
I call Grimes Clay Houston.
That's who I want. I want that because he's a championship. You need a player like him on a championship team that you could just say, here, guard the best player, shut him down. Don't let him get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hit an open 3. That's the player we need.
And the thing is, he got that side. He's a good solid 6'5" too.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Yeah. He can guard all 3 positions, wing positions, or any wing.
I just wanted to touch one thing you said about Taj. I love that. I love the fact they brought Taj back.
Yeah.
Brought it back for $2 million. People were like, well, why? I mean, first of all, Taj had to play. He played way more minutes than he ever expected to play, but he held it down.
He did hold it down.
The thing about it is, Taj is Udonis Haslam. That's who Taj is.
Yes, that's a good point. That's a good point because he was, hitting people in their chest like, keep your head up. I seen him do that a few times last season.
Didn't he almost fight Dwight Howard for trying to punk him?
Yep.
Did he? Wow, I didn't know that.
No, you might not remember, but I remember because Alton Lee was good, homie. He said we drafted Obi, but Randall did the ultimate Debo on the entire draft. He came in and changed the entire direction. Facts. Let me drop. Oh, and my the other homie said Robert Parr said that's not a bomb, that's napalm. Alton Lee, I agree with you, fam. You know what I mean? Because we drafted Obi in the aspect, or I would say the works that Julius was going to do what he did last year, and then he came in on a mission and made damn near Obi Toppin obsolete, right? So the little we got from Obi was enough because we thought he was about to take Julius' spot. Most people, me personally, I was like, he remind me of Amari, but if they smart, they'll teach him how to play small forward because he got a jumper, right? So all he got to do is play defense, and he can play small forward, bro. I heard people say, "Oh, he can't play small, bro." It's the NBA. It's positionless basketball. He's 6'10". He can play. He can play small forward, right?
I mean, think about it. They got the small lineups nowadays. They probably could throw him at the 5.
He's 6'10". Julius 6'8", 6'9".
Well, I don't really see him at the 3 because if they say his lateral quickness was really a big problem,
in the playoffs, I didn't see that lateral quickness problem that people is talking about.
Well, that's what they say. That's what they say.
Are you going off what they say? I'm going off what I saw.
He was active. He was rather active in the playoffs. Even though he didn't score a lot.
In the playoff, no, it's not just about scoring, Soulfinger. It's about how much effort and energy you bring in and how many opportunities. See, we didn't capitalize on all our opportunities, right? But that doesn't mean they weren't there.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not looking for him to score, but You have some that look well, he only scored like 4 points, 6 points.
But he was getting
man,
burned because he started playing D.
Look at the intangibles. See, this is the thing, man. I don't just look at people that score all the time. I need to see them intangibles. That's why I'm gonna tell you. You know who one of my favorite Knicks that I hated to see. I was mad about when they let him go was David Lee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, funny for that though.
He went hard. He went hard. I don't know.
David Lee was
that contract. That contract might have swayed him away from it, but he went hard.
The homie Alton Lee says Taj is our break glass in case of emergency player.
Fact.
That's a fact.
That's another
fact. We got to show love to Taj Gibson a lot more.
That's funny. Nah, for sure. Taj put in that work, bro. You know what I mean? For all those.
He also worked with he pulled Obi to the side. Because you remember, you look at him when Obi had the roof on the court. Taj had him sit right next to him, and he was talking to him.
That's a presence. Every team needs that. That's a veteran presence. You know, you hit him in the head. I seen RJ do a couple things, boneheaded plays or whatever, but he's right there. Keep your head up, young man. Keep your head up, and that's only going to help.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I'm gonna tell you, man. I like Taj. I always liked Taj when he was in Chicago. I used to look at him. I was like, man, I wish we had Taj Gibson. I ain't gonna lie. Taj, people don't, and then they sleep on his footwork. Taj got he don't have footwork. He got
Taj is a player, bro. He what I would call Soulfinger a gritty, grimy. But to take it left, right, I would say a lot of people like, yo, we gonna be 5th or 6th in the East. First of all, didn't Brooklyn struggle with the regular Knicks squad we just had?
Yeah.
But they fully loaded? Ever played? I mean,
did they struggle or did they not, bro? Injuries is a part of the game.
No, they had that game on.
Did we not have injuries as well?
That good game on ESPN.
Did we not have injuries as well?
Well, of course we did. I'm talking about that game when they talking about he threw the chair and everything like that. They played some defense that opened my eyes. That was the game that really opened my eyes and said, this team is no joke, because they were down and like with a minute left or maybe 2-3 minutes, but they got back into that game.
Julius would have got that shot off. That was the game winner, game over, bro. It was no third showing. It was no little Julius saying I hate Brooklyn. You feel me? It would have been a wrap.
I would have loved to hit that.
That would have set the tone. We probably would have made it to 3rd in the East.
I'm gonna tell you though, they didn't. Well, the thing is, man, a lot of them refs were giving us respect.
Nah, yo, Soulfinger.
Yeah,
did you see the Atlanta series? Too. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
I think when Nate McMillan cried about how physical we was playing, then the first like 4 games, nigga, there was no foul calls on us.
Look, I was like, I'm gonna tell you, fuck? He gamed the system on us, man.
Yo, and I was mad because I would have been like, if I was Thibodeau, I'd have been like, yo, what is he talking about? Physicality is a part of the game. And bruh, they was getting touch fouls on Trey. Touching people is not a foul.
Well, hey, look, I'm just
pushing and bullying people is a foul, not touching them.
Nowadays, it's a foul, unfortunately.
That's cap.
I'm gonna say this here. And I'm gonna use a colorful adjective with it, man. It's the only way I can say it, man, to get it across. Yeah. Hey, the way they call the games and the way things are played to majority of the way compared to the way it was in the 90s, it's softer than baby shit, man.
No, but yo, Soulfinger.
What Kobe said.
Let's just compare it. Let's just compare it to street ball, right? If a dude ain't highly pampered and he don't think when he come to the basketball court that's at the park, we in the fucking league, because a couple times you might have to yell at some people because they think we in the league and we at the park, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, bro, relax. We not in the league. There's no refs out here, my nigga. There's no contracts being given out after this game. Relax, my nigga. Fuck out of here. Right? But you gotta come at niggas like that, because they be trying to come at niggas like, and I'm the type of dude, right? Like, if I know a dude don't know how to play basketball like that, why we even put him on the team if you knew he was gonna make mistakes and then you was gonna yell at him every time? I don't like that. I'm not a bully, right? I'd rather have arguments with people that could defend themselves than people that can't. You know what I mean?
My thing is, when I play ball, I didn't like the cat that come out there and want to cry about everything, man.
I hate Soulfinger. I hate that, bro. I hate the cat that cries, right? Because then I think to myself, right, it's only so much of this shit that I could take before.
Yeah.
Even though my little ass, I'm 5'9", maybe 180, I'm going to tweak. And you're going to be mad that I tweaked on you because I'm going to say some disrespectful shit. Respectfully.
Keep that in mind.
But niggas be needing it though. Like they be coming up there acting like what they be acting like. I ain't gonna call them no names, but you know what I mean. Like sometimes you gotta tell people, right, bro. There ain't no scouts out here. Relax.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Hey, TSK, I'm telling like this here. We used to play on base. I'm 6'1". I'm down there 6'2". I weigh 2. You know, I'm anywhere, but it depends on the day. I could be between 235 and 245. Just depends. I'm playing, and I'm down in the paint. I get beat up. A lot of times I don't call it. Bro, when you call that foul, I made the shot, dog. That's all that matters. That's where it is. I'll call it when I need it.
But you from the boot. So dudes from the boot, like the Brook, we just tougher, right? So
yeah, I mean, it's physical. We play physical ball down there, man.
The only time I'm really calling my foul, bro, is if I'm being hacked from the moment I even anticipate even making a move, right?
Yeah.
So if you attacking me before I even think about doing something, then I gotta call that shit, right? But if I'm attacking and I feel like I was gonna make it on you, I'm not calling that shit because I should make it on you every time in my mind, right?
Yeah,
because that mentality is what makes you make the tough shot. Because I should be making it. I don't want no foul. I should make that.
Well, you hold yourself to a high standard.
You should. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing.
Well, yeah, you know, when you're playing ball, people don't really know how to play. They're gonna hack you, and that's just the way it is. The thing is, are you gonna call foul or are you gonna call? Are you gonna make that call?
When you playing against, let's say we playing against a dude like Soulfinger, right? He's 6'1", 6'2"-ish. 240, right? I'm 5'9", 180, bro. Maybe 170, 180 on a great day. That's not even a good day, right?
Right.
So I know the only way he can stop me is if I let him lean on me. So the whole time I'm playing him, right? I gotta attack him quick and get him tired fast. First 7-8 points, I'm attacking Soulfinger.
Well, that's what you got to do. He can put his body on you.
He's not quicker than me, so I got to use my advantage until he's able to stop me.
That's your best way of winning right there.
Because if he gets the ball, what are you going to do? Back me down every fucking play, and then I lost. Right? Because when you play smart big dudes that don't give a fuck about your feelings, guess what they do? Back you down every play, easy basket, hit the weight room.
Oh, no.
That's the catch.
I mean, no facts right there. Because I'm gonna tell you, I would look because, like I said, I used to watch Big Pat work in the paint.
Yeah,
watch Mace, watch Akeem. I even watch Rick Smits. Because the thing is, I may be 6'1", down there 6, and I'm about down there 6'2", but I'm 240. Wow. But a lot of times I get some cats, man, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". I'm like, I can't out jump you.
Yeah, a little baby jumper.
Some cats I may be able to out-muscle them. Unless he's that big.
You would out-muscle me, and I would give you 3, maybe 4 of those, right? And then I'm like, yo, I gotta outsmart this big nigga because he gonna just win if I don't put the extra effort on, right? And I wouldn't say I got a little bit of Patrick Beverly in me, a little bit of Bruce Bowen, a little bit of Tony Allen, a little bit of you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you a D guy.
In order to and no, I got offense, but in order to beat me, you gotta feel me, dog. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just whooping me, dog. I'm sorry. I don't care what your body shape look like. Nah, it don't matter. You gotta beat me and make me say, all right, you got it. Because I'm crazy like that. I really am.
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you this here. The one good thing I had that had the size on me, I had wind. I run around like Reggie Miller and Rip Hamilton all day. And I get them cats bigger than me. They're like, hey, bro, you too big to be running around like this. I was like, I'm not big.
Yo, I used to have people tell me the same thing. Why you moving so much, bro? Slow down. Well,
I used to get that
it's not
too.
my fault that I can smoke and drink and still move like this. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
I used to get that all the time. Trying to be, trying to be active. Like you watch.
I believe you. When you come down to Saxo Finger, we got a link and do a video fucking us hooping.
You don't want to see me out there. I told you my knees are done. They done.
Yo, look, I'm not what I used to be. I'm
look.
about to turn 34 next Sunday. So, you feel me?
Uh-huh.
But I'm still pushing and grinding because look, my 2020 bod, I'm gonna show you. Watch. I'm gonna take a before and after.
I told you I'm elbowing 50 hard in the head now.
It ain't too late, Soul Finger. You seen the Chuck Norris fucking infomercials back in the day?
And
he was like 70.
Then he go back to a hyperbaric chamber and freeze himself.
That's how it was.
See, but this is the type of conversations I like, as well as having Knick's conversations, right? I like getting to know people, having real conversations. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure.
testing your humor, because I'm a funny ass nigga, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'll tell you, and I'm gonna back it up. Like, I'm a funny guy. So
we played ball a couple times on East New York Avenue out in Crown Heights.
And you played me when I was lightweight trash. Nowadays, you could never beat me.
I was waiting to say that too, but
nowadays you could never beat me. But you know what, Soul Finger? I was trash, but he couldn't guard me though.
I couldn't guard you, man.
Why couldn't you guard me, E?
I mean, wow,
I jump higher and run faster than you my whole life.
That wasn't even an issue. It wasn't about who could guard who. I think we played a game of Utah, I believe, and I think I won the game though.
Bro, no, you used to lose to me. You know who used to bust my ass?
Nah, I ain't never lost, bro.
You used to lose to me. I'm not capping. You know who used to bust my ass?
Who used to bust your ass?
Your cousin Chris, because he had a jump shot that I couldn't stop. I'm not gonna lie.
He did have a jumper. I ain't gonna lie. He did have a jumper.
Ass, bro. We used to go to the park. I used to play my ass off, and he would just hit every shot, and I'd be so fucking mad.
All right, bro. That's funny you say that because it made me think of that. I was on the trip with. Hey, I just want to give a shout out to the homeboy DSJ, the original DSJ, Delano Steele Jr.
Yeah,
good DSJ.
He said knees are done. Laugh out loud. At Soul Finger 12 is gonna get wheeled out on a wheelchair if you hear him talking.
Oh, bro, look, I don't even do it, man. Look, I got out on the court. My daughter playing ball.
Well, I know he capping. He can't ball. Mama said, I live in Sacramento. Put your number in the chat. I'll tell you where I live, and I'll school you, my boy.
Oh, God. On rec league.
Oh, God. I'm not old like that. I just play old. You feel me?
Hey, man, look. If I get on the
do
court
that on TV.
If I get on the court and run some ball right now, your boy ain't walking for about. I ain't gonna be walking about a month and a half, dog.
You know what's crazy? I was I understand I'm getting a little older and I'm getting
I'm not gonna lie
my
to
stomach's
y'all.
starting to poke a little bit. I went on the track about Tuesday, I believe, because it was kind of cool. It was like 72 degrees. I actually went on the track and I started running. I got 2.5 miles before I couldn't do. Not miles, my bad. 2.5 times around before I was like, all right, that's it. I can't do no more. My legs been hurting ever since.
Let me ask you a question. Isis.
What's up?
Did you go back the next day?
Nah, actually I couldn't make it. I haven't gone yet. It's been like 2 days. I've been counting.
I
couldn't do it.
I told you, fellas, when we was on Run Show, I went out there and last time, I got out there, it was 5 years, I couldn't hit that, jumper was not falling, but I went down in the paint. I was getting my thing. I was working in the paint.
I heard you.
Playing some, but the thing is, I call myself playing some defense. I'm feeling it. Man, I got sit up there and pull that groin, and my boy's like, bro, why you do that, man? I knew you
bro.
That's how it was happening.
Bro, we gonna salute DSJ in the chat. I'm gonna drop a napalm on my boy head real quick one time for him saluting the channel while the time he got, you know what I mean? Then we're gonna continue the conversation. DSJ salute. Let me get this off, and then I'm gonna let you go crazy, right? Soul Finger.
What up, though?
I hyperextended my right knee like Giannis, and my shit ain't never been the same.
Oh,
it's crazy.
I've had surgery on both mine. My left knee, I had a complete ruptured patella tendon. Same thing Stoudemire went through.
Yeah.
And then 3 meniscal tears in the right. So,
oh God, like I'm telling you, I had like I was gonna say some funny shit.
Hey, look, I got the jokes myself on it, man. But I did, like I said, I did 22 years in the Navy, but I spent majority of my time with the Marines, man, and all that running and stuff like that. Running with
I told somebody the other day, fam, that shit catch up to you, bro. Like I was gonna say, I had stripper knees. Like, you feel me? Like my shit was,
I got stripper knees.
Pause, but they were strong until my shit just one day it was just like nah.
And it was crazy, football.
Right? I could jump high, I could run fast, but one day my right knee was like no. And you can't just do that shit off one foot.
Oh yeah. I fell, banged my knee. My knee has never been the same. Like I fell on a concrete though. It was in the falling on
and
the
I almost did what you did, right? I came out there, I didn't stretch. Oh no, you said you stretched. Ron said he didn't stretch. Right?
Oh no,
I went out there. I didn't play. Bro, I must have tried to hit, I was on defense. I tried to hit a move and my shit damn near went back hella quick. Nobody seen it happen, but I felt that shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
Look,
like I braced my whole fall.
I'll be honest with all y'all. I think nobody wanted to stick me because I had all that icy hot on me. Boy, I was real. I soaked down in icy hot, dog. I wasn't playing.
You was burning people's noses, fam.
I would look, hey man. Dennis Rodman wouldn't take a shower for 4 days before he had a game sometimes, man.
I heard something like that. Yeah, he do. That's the best way to, that's how you cause a distraction.
That is how you cause a distraction. You in there musty as hell, beating dude's ass, but you musty as fuck.
he went up on.
They don't even want to guard you because you smell like must. But
that's why
realize they gotta
get frustrated.
That's actually dumbass smart when you really think about it.
It is. That's a strategy.
Like, yo, son, I ain't even putting no deodorant on this game.
and then ask for the ball.
That's so funny, bro. Get a BSJ.
Like a straight
doing, man?
I'm gravy, baby, like Thanksgiving dinner. You know the vibes.
All right.
Easy.
What's on your mind?
Oh man, nothing. I'm just chilling, man. I seen y'all was on, and you know what I'm saying, wanted to jump on shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just
love and support.
We was talking about Knicks, but then we got into hooping, man. You know, this channel we talk about everything, man. You know.
We picked up a random subject.
No doubt. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you a crazy story, right? And this was me in high school, so I got a chance to meet one of my favorite point guards, Kenny Anderson.
Oh shit!
Right. And this is West Fort. This is before the before he played the I think it was Phoenix coming into town, because at that time, the New Jersey Nets were still the, what I'm saying, they still across the bridge and all that, but the Highland Tunnel is, what I'm saying, it's like 45, 50 minutes. So
I used to go to the Metal Man.
Yeah, so you already know, like it ain't no time, getting from the old arena, to the city.
Yeah.
So he still kind of hooped with the younger guys and all that stuff, right? So you already know his crossover is deadly. Ask Bobby Hurley about it. I decided to take that challenge on, like, you know what? I want to play against Kenny Anderson. Now he took it. I'm gonna tell you, honest to God truth, he took it easy on me, right? He didn't hit me with nothing crazy, but he was getting me every time, right? I felt myself just a little bit because I actually caught him with a crossover. Right into the lane, got the layup. So now I'm pumping my chest and all that stuff, clap hard. I get in that defensive stance. He said, "Okay, this is where a lesson got to be learned today."
Facts. Now it's your turn.
He turned that first step.
And he hit me with that behind the back crossover, and it brought me to one knee.
The jet.
And he got that free layup. He came back, slapped me on the butt.
Yeah, no, to be honest, it's amazing how effortless those moves be for those NBA players, for real. We think we can guard them dudes, but our just thought process is mad different. You know what I mean? They just know what they're doing, because it's like us going to work, right? You know what I mean? So when you got that 2 to 5 or that 9 to 5 at night, or I got that 7-4 or whatever the case may be. It's the same situation for them. That's all they doing. So it's different. It's a profession as well as a skill, you know? So
Yeah,
it's a gift.
the mindset, it's all those things, a profession, a skill, and a gift.
Hey, I'm
You
gonna tell you
have
what's
to
so
work.
crazy.
You have to work at it. You're not just gifted, bro. You're not just walking off the top and then you just the best player. No, you actually have to put the work in. You got to hit the weights. You know what I mean? And we already know how feeble the human body is. So you feel what I'm saying?
From left rack, right?
Like we turn 30 and then our bodies start acting like, whoa. It's like, why didn't you do this in my 20s, man? I was partying this hard back then. Then you realize, damn, I can't even party as hard as I was partying before. I can't even do the things I was doing. Oh no!
Yeah, look, I'm gonna tell you, when I hit 30, I was happy, bro. I live to see 30, dirty 30, and you know we brought it in. Me and the fellas went up to LA for the weekend and brought it in the right way. I did that for 3 years. Now that I'm getting ready, and don't get me wrong. I used to be on deployments, bro. You pull in the port and you drink like a fish. You know, that's what I did. I just drink like a fish, man. Hit Singapore.
I used to, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I used to drink like a fish, man. We pull into Singapore, I get whatever I want. Oh, in the club, get 2 pitchers of rum and Coke. Man, I drink that like water, man. Walk around with 2 pitchers of rum and Coke with straws. Why I do it? Because I could. Man,
exactly. And you can handle it. If you couldn't handle it, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I used to stay out all night and drink. That's why I got my gut as now. This was over 10 years ago, and I still got it. That's why I went to the park the other day, because I gotta go to a wedding, and you can't go nowhere looking all out of shape.
You better get your 60-minute abs, bro.
I'm working on it. The first day was the other day. It might have been a Wednesday.
You better get some chin-ups in the crib and then start doing knee presses to the chest.
Yeah, I didn't see family in a long time. That's why I gotta hit the gym. Yeah. I really gotta do it.
Gotta get your guns right, you know.
Yeah.
God. Nah, you know what? I feel the same way, bro. I'm about to be 34 next week, and I'm like, yo, I want to be Chuck Norris when he's 60 and 70. If I make it,
you want to be Chuck Norris?
I want to be Chuck. Like, I don't want to be white. That's not what I mean. I want to be fit.
No,
that's what I mean.
Being the best fit, no doubt.
He threw that in there. You didn't think nobody was gonna catch that?
Like, yo, I'm just saying, like, I want to be fit. I want to walk around and I got pecs and I'm 70 and I'm, doing my thing still.
Yeah, it's like my man. He was like my big brother when I was in, man. He's 10 years older than me, and he still get under the rack, and he's pushing 420 still. My man, he'll be 60 next year, and he's still throwing that weight like that. I mean, Big Terry get it in, but you look at him, you swear he was in his 30s.
All praise to him.
Yeah,
man.
because the way the world works, right? If you dedicate yourself, bro, you can change your body within a year. You know what I mean? Within a year, literally just working out maybe 3-4 times a week. 5 if you a maniac.
I'm at it right now, man. I'm telling you, that's my focus right now. Because when you go to try that suit on, I gotta be in good shape. It's not crazy. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy like that. But it's there where you can fix that. You know what I mean? Where you can fix that, and it shouldn't be that long. So that was my mentality. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I've been saying I'm gonna do it for years.
The homie Alton Lee says, keep moving your core and keep it strong. Not about having a six pack, but keeping everything revolves around your core.
Those are facts.
No, that's true.
The core.
My elbow been weakening for some reason, man. I ain't even, and it's not even my swipe hand. So, it's crazy. Like, that shit just been weakening on me. And I'm like, I was hooping the other day. I was getting my layups and my moves off, but I couldn't get a jump shot off without. I felt like I had like tennis elbow, and I don't even play tennis.
That's my thing. I don't know that many core exercises. That's a problem for me. I tried to look on YouTube, and it seems like they're holding back on the exercises. But I'm working.
Alton Lee, you got any core exercises for us?
Give us some core exercises.
Like, you feel me?
But let me ask you a question about the Knicks. Let me head back to the Knicks real quick. We got DSJ online.
Go ahead.
DSJ, what you feel? They was gonna do that Miles Turner thing. What you think about that? How you was feeling about that?
No trades.
No trade.
I think we good where we at right now. I don't want
I'm
to
with
do
you.
anything.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, me
I don't want
too.
to do
That's
anything
what.
to jeopardize it, especially when you already, you know what I'm saying, you brought back the team for continuity. So it's the same team essentially from last year with upgrades, right? You already got new players in there that you need to find a way to, you know what I'm saying, incorporate them into the new system, you know what I'm saying, under Tibbs. Bringing in a new player after you just trade, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do too many trades. I think what we got is solid. And at the end of the day, I just want us to you know what I'm saying, have a fast, I want us to be able to learn each other fast. So that way, when we get on court, any little mistakes that we'll make will be very minimal.
Well, that's the reason I asked that question. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Continue.
No. Go ahead. You good? You good?
Well, reason I asked that a question is really a question about Mitch, and knowing that Miles Turner, that was going to cost a lot to get him. Understand that, but still, Miles Turner he still leads the league in blocks, and Mitch, he's a good player. You can see the talent spewing out of him, but his durability, and he had the foul issues. I was trying to convince myself maybe they should, with the point guard situation. Now that we got Kimball, forget about it. I was like, maybe the Knicks need to really, really consider this, because they could get Mitch. They can use Mitch as an asset, and they might be able to get that franchise big man that every team.
So you think Miles Turner is a franchise big man?
Well, no, I'm not saying that.
Do you think Miles Turner don't got durability issues either?
Because I was just about to say, like, if he was a franchise big man, Indiana wouldn't be looking to trade him.
Well, I don't necessarily mean franchise big man. I mean,
that's what you said.
Take him out. Yeah, take him out. No, yeah. Take him from Indiana and just swap him with Mitch.
You say you'd be a better fit instead of Mitch, because the things that what Miles Turner can do, basically, he's a better with the shot blocking. He's a little more than Mitch, but the fact that he can stretch the floor. That's what you're looking at like that. I was in on it at first. At one, I'm with DSJ on this though. I don't want to make any trades.
No more. We good.
No, I don't want to make a trade. I'm just talking about fitting a need that we had. We don't see it. We didn't see it.
What need does Miles Turner fill that?
No. What I mean is we don't necessarily have a need, but I knew since he was on the market, we could get better. Being that Tibbs he was successful with a Joakim Noah, and I'm not sure Mitch is gonna cut. I know he can cut it, but I don't know if he is gonna cut it because he has durability issues. His basketball IQ is really not the best, and I'm thinking I didn't know they was gonna exercise the option, and he only getting like $2 million, $3 million. I'm thinking that he's gonna opt out and ask for like $10-15 million. I'm like, well, it's easier to just go out and try to put him in the deal to get to Miles Turner. It just made sense to me.
We're gonna address these last two chats. Ultimately says nothing like 25 sit-ups, 4 sets every morning. Like my man just said, it doesn't take long for your body to transform. 1 month, you will see the difference. Trick 21 days, form any habit. All right.
I might have to take a screenshot. Well, so I'll get all of this.
It's in the chat, and we're not going nowhere right now. So, boom.
All right.
And my man Mama says, no need to add Miles Turner. I know his game might stretch the floor, but Mitch defense, he still has a lot of upside to unlock.
That's another thing. He does.
And then lastly, Alton Lee again says Sabonis needs the baseline to operate.
And see, Mitch would take that away from him if they did that. But see, the thing is early on before we got Kemba, and it was there, and I was down for a trade to get Brogdon and Turner. At one time, I was looking at that.
Yeah.
Nah, Brogdon ain't.
It made sense because we needed a point guard. I'm not high on Brogdon, but if it was a deal that was needed to be made, because we needed a point guard.
Yeah. But now. But But see, I wasn't
Now.
ready to give up on Nick. I was never really ready to give up on Mitch. I look at this season was a fluke with the injuries. Really, they were.
Condensed season.
The foot. So, and it proved the point. If Mitch would have been in the playoffs, we're talking about a whole different outcome, possibly.
A whole different team. Mm-hmm. You know, they say things about Mitch. They say, "Oh, Mitch is on his 6th agent," and that says a lot to me. But I don't know how that works.
You gotta stop listening to mainstream media, bro.
I don't even know where I saw that, but I know
where you saw that.
I have no idea.
That's why you regurgitating it.
People, we got smartphones nowadays. We got smartphones nowadays. I might have read that.
That's like the 5th time I've heard you say he was on his 6th agent. So
because it stands out to me. That stands out to me.
Well,
I don't know about you, but that's like that's on your character. That's like a character case. I'm not trying to.
It can't be the agent. It can't be the agent's character. It's automatically Mitch's character.
I mean, 6 of them though.
It don't matter if 5 of them don't fit. We need.
My point is, what is he doing? Whether he wants more money and the agents to tell, I don't know. But me going into this free agency, I'm thinking that he's going to be a free agent. I didn't look into it to see what type of free agent he was going to be. I just suddenly assumed that he was going to ask for about $10 to $15 million. And I'm saying, half of the time he was on the Knicks, he was on the bench. With the fouls, he couldn't stay in the game.
Bro, he was in trouble like this year. He was injured most of the year.
Yeah.
You keep bringing up fouls. He wasn't in foul trouble like that. In games he played, he did not foul out.
But it was a concern.
It wasn't a concern. You were concerned, but it wasn't a concern.
Well, the year before, but not this year.
No, this year he missed like what, 40 games, 50 games this year?
That's half of the season. The first thing I mentioned was the durability. But then I was like, throw that on top of it.
But then you said foul trouble. He wasn't in foul trouble in the games he played. He didn't foul in no games.
He was really not last season, but the season before.
So why are you going off that if you know he was proving himself every time he played? He was an impact player.
But see, I just didn't. With all of those things I said, I didn't know if you want to really blow like $10 million on Mitch or $15 million on Mitch when Mitch still has high value. His stock is still high. We can see it. People defending him. It was just an idea.
Who you wasting that $10-15 million on?
It was an idea. I'm not saying necessarily go. I just wanted to hit on that specific thing because I don't think the Knicks need to make a trade. You guys are talking about the trade. The Knicks make a trade for Dame. Do this. My thing was always let's save our assets.
Yo, you haven't even heard me say Dame name since we got Kemba. Have you?
Well, it's been out there.
Have you heard me say his name since we got Kemba?
I don't think you did, unless he was making a comparison.
What does that mean? What I mean is, I know how to be satisfied, right? Beggars can't be choosers, but I'll take what I could get. You feel me?
All right.
Kemba was the next best option to Dame at this particular time, and he was available.
I thought the next best option was Lonzo.
No. That's actually incorrect.
What you think about that, DSJ?
Lonzo's not better than Kemba. What you think about that, DSJ?
Well, Lonzo and Kemba?
Lonzo and Kemba.
Kemba's proven. Kemba's a 4-time All-Star. Kemba at least has led.
Everything you say after but don't mean nothing.
I'm glad we got Kemba.
Nah, but hold on. Listen, Kemba on a lowly Hornets team has at least led them to the playoffs.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So even if you want to sit here and compare bad rosters and all that, I at least can count on Kemba to do things that propel this team to some level of success, as opposed to Lonzo Ball, who can't even lead a team. First off, you can't even guarantee that he's going to play point guard as a point guard.
Right.
They keep taking the ball out of his hands, and we're not talking about one coach. We're talking about multiple coaches.
Right.
You've learned how to not be as inconsistent season by season. So I'm not going to act like you're not improving.
Well, here's my take on Lonzo.
Again,
Kemba's a hooper, bro.
Yeah, Kemba, he's already number one.
No, when you talk about hoopers, like dudes that, like you see a dude, he might be like, we'll say a little person, and he'll beat your ass in basketball. He was born to be a hooper. Kemba's a hooper, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
And on top of that, like I said,
Lonzo's
the
a
biggest
basketball
thing for
player.
me is knowing that you can lead a team,
Exactly.
whether your roster is good or bad, at
Exactly.
least to the postseason.
Exactly.
Lonzo has never been in the postseason in his time at all in the
But
NBA.
but nobody will say that those boys in Boston don't got the heart, right? You know what I mean?
It ain't their fault.
They've been in.
Which
They've
is,
been
oh,
in
it's
Eastern
not
Conference
their
Finals.
fault.
Nah, they're gonna be good players. Look at Jason Tatum now. He's already a star, superstar. I won't quite touch that
He's
super
not a
yet,
superstar yet.
but
Relax.
he's an all-star. That's how I said I wouldn't say that. Yeah,
All-star.
superstar, but he's headed to that superstar status.
You
That's
know, they
basically
trying
what I
to
wanted to
anoint him
say.
before he's done anything. And ever since they had Kyrie got injured and they had Terry Rozier and them doing his thing, and Terry Rozier balled out a little more than he did, but nobody will say that.
Ain't that gold medal game on right now? I think that gold medal game is
look
on.
at you changing the subject because I'm calling your man out.
Who's calling out? Hold on, who's you calling out? I didn't catch that. Say that again, Nick.
You changing the subject because I called your man out, Jason Tatum.
Nah. The gold medal game is on. I just wanted to check it. I mean, that's valid enough, right?
Exactly, Alton. Kemba Walker is already an accomplished NBA point guard. Lonzo has the excellent potential to be great. And this is the problem. This is the problem with me and most Knicks fans, right? They want potential over proven. And they won't say it.
That's out
but I say it all the time. You do. At least you do. I know you do.
Hey, potential get you fired.
Hey.
Yeah.
Say that again one more time. SF12.
Hey, I say potential get you fired.
Potential get you fired.
But it's all in the past tense right now because we see the roster they constructed, and I think everybody I spoke to, they're proud of the roster we constructed.
Why? Why?
I said everybody I've talked to is proud of the roster we constructed.
No, I didn't ask you to repeat it. I said why.
Why? Because we touched on all our needs. We needed scoring.
We got players that's lightweight proven in the league.
We needed a point guard.
I hate when you beat around the bush. Easy.
Ask me a question. Ask me the question.
I asked you a question. I asked you why. Then you got into some whole other left field stuff. But
so I didn't catch that question. I asked you to repeat that question.
I said why.
Why what?
You want me to go all the way back? I don't.
Yes, I do.
I was asking you, why do you feel that? Damn, hold on. Let me look it up because I don't necessarily remember what the question was pertaining, but I know I asked you why. No, I asked you why for a specific reason because I know there was no basis behind you objecting. Because of the simple fact that I was trying to make, bro, is I asked you why because of the simple fact that I'm trying to see what do you think our window is? When do you think we can win by?
I don't know if we're gonna win next year, but I think we can. I would like to make to the playoffs and possibly get into the second round. No, I want to get into the second round.
That's not
the next year
I'm talking about. I ask you questions and then you go into different tangents. When do you see us winning the championship by?
See, I can't answer the question the way I want to answer it. Right?
2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years?
2 years. 2 years. I think we got a window in 2 years to go for it.
All right. I appreciate you answering the question in the form that I wanted you to ask the question. I apologize if I brought any pressure. You feel me?
No pressure, bro. Trust me. I know how that feels.
You know?
Yeah, he was on it though, right?
I asked because you feel me? Like we have a squad right now, right? And my point, and another point that I was trying to make is we have proven players at this particular point, right? Everybody wants to bring up a half a season that Evan Fournier had in Boston, even though his threes increased, but his points decreased, right? But let's look at
Fournier right now.
But let's look at his how long he been in the league? 7, 8 years?
Maybe, yeah.
Look at his 6 years in Orlando. He been hooping. We about to get him for a whole season unless we trade him like Marcus Morris.
Well, you know what? I want to say this here real quick. This squad we got because we can rightfully say we've never seen a squad like this in Knicks history.
No.
You know, we haven't. We had like a couple of pieces here or something like that. But you look at it now, we got the point guard situation. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some in Knicks Nation. Oh, you know, they both washed up. They too old. Man, 31, 32 ain't old. For one.
Exactly. I don't know where people
at
be coming
31.
from.
And
LeBron 36. But they would never say that about LeBron. That's about to be 37.
you know what?
That shit don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
They talk about that all the time nowadays. They say, "Oh, he's the old man. He's on his what do they call him, the elder statesman, and this and that."
But they don't.
Choosing though. You picking and choosing because you
Right.
following you listen to the mainstream media. Use your own judgment and your own eyes to see what they do. Because see, the thing about it is, Kemba, and I said this earlier today. We got two killers at point guard. Two.
Rose and Kemba.
And they strike fear.
We got a young bulldog on the bench. Young puppy.
And see, Deuce is in. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Deuce is probably in one of the best positions any young rookie point guard could ever be. You got two all-stars to learn from.
Word.
That's true.
Marinate on that though for a minute, because even if he don't get a lot of action on the court game time, that doesn't mean he's not learning behind the scenes. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
gonna be some intense practices.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So
that's key.
Look at it like that. And then the thing is, we're not gonna miss a beat. A beat. Damn, the tongue. I'm up here with a bow-legged tongue talking shit. So
No, we're not. We ain't gonna miss one beat.
No, we're not
got a
gonna
young
miss one beat. Bro.
bulldog on the bench, and I believe in McBride, Deuce. I believe in him. I mean, you know, I love two-way players. I wanted the Knicks to get Kawhi, but you know that wasn't going to happen. I know a lot of things had to happen to get that done, but we did all right. Evan Fournier, he's solid. He's a solid player, and we got some young bulldogs and Kemba Walker. How Kemba Walker fell into our hands.
Bro, that's manna from heaven.
That's what you call a steal right there, fam.
Whatever you call it, and I agree. Everything you say, the way we got Kemba, is that.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's almost like this here, man. It's almost like Leon did the Suge Knight. He had his guys up there. They were having somebody over a building over the side of the ledge or something, man.
Dangling. That's a 5 heartbeats move too, right there. Don't forget about that.
Hey, Big Red. That's Big Red.
My office hours up front.
That's hella funny.
I'm telling you,
we really feel good about the Knicks,
giving
man.
people the shit. Hey,
Yo, we about to, when we in the third place in the East and Brooklyn not, bro. I want you. Yeah. I'm coming for all y'all.
I gotta live with it. I'm 3 stops away from the Barclays Center. Every day I pass the Barclays Center. Every single day.
Bro,
but hey, this here, check this out, fellas. Imagine when the Nets and the Knicks face off. Kemba versus Kyrie.
That's a rivalry right there. Because
versus Kyrie. Hey, it's gonna be a lot. Hey, it's gonna be a lot of broken ankles all over the place. Ankles, knees.
People gonna get their feelings hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's about to be a real season this year. Let's go. Look, we got Evan Fournier playing right now. Look at our player.
Yeah.
Look at our player.
That's what I'm watching him right now. I'm watching him right now.
They getting whooped.
And
he just tried to dunk on everybody. He tried to dunk on Gobert.
You know, Kemba and Fournier got chemistry already, so they can bring that chemistry to New York to add in with the fellas with the foundation we got going. Bro, come on, man. I'm gonna tell you like this here.
Last year, they played on the same team last year. You're right.
Yeah. But see, this is my thing. Don't ever tell me the sky's the limit when there's footprints on the moon, bro. The skies ain't the limit. We got footprints on the moon, so that's why it ain't the limit, man.
That was bars.
We good. See, a lot of people, they kind of hesitant on that contract, but really take a deep dive and look. That's a 3-year deal.
That's a good deal. Everything's a market deal. Even people complain about Nerlens, but man, look,
that's a good deal too.
Nerlens played hurt. People they forget that Nerlens was playing hurt in the playoffs, man.
what we have done without
Or-
Nerlens in the playoffs.
Really got
I mean,
ran
we-
up, man.
We
You're
might have, if we
complaining
had,
about Nerlens Noel's contract, and I'm sure that a lot of people will sit there and be extremely pissed off with the type of contract DeAndre Jordan got.
imagine
Keep
Nerlens
that
would
in
have got
mind
away.
for somebody who don't even start earning over
Yeah.
$20-something million.
Right. That's great. That's a perfect because they pay him $10 million too. So I'm glad we keeping that same structure.
Well, that's just something that we always been, everybody was talking about. You hear people complain, well, we always moving players. We always doing this. Now we sitting there bringing players back to get some continuity and stuff.
And people were still crying about that too, though.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Come on, man. You can't want one hand and wishing the other, bro. Come on, now.
Exactly, bro. It don't make sense.
Right.
And then
No, people want to play both sides of the fence, Finger and E and DSJ. You know what I mean? Instead of just choosing a side. Either you want to win now or you want to develop players. But that you can't do both.
Yeah. The thing is you can do both, but you got to be patient. They all impatient. This is not a microwave. It's not like microwave popcorn. Throw it in for a minute and a half and bam, bam, you got you up there eating your Orville Redenbacher. It ain't gonna happen like that, man. I mean, we going back from the days when you had to put it in the put your popcorn in the little pot, whatever, skillet, whatever, and put the lid on and shake it all over until it pop. You got to take your time. You got to when you cook. Look. If you cooking, and I always use red beans and rice because this is the best way to go. When you cooking your red beans, you ain't gonna cook them beans within the next 5-10 minutes. You gotta let them things slow cook to get it right, bro. And you got to put the right ingredients in. That's all we're doing. Look, Leon is the chef, and he's getting it, and he's helping. Well, Tibbs is the chef. Leon's the one cutting the check so he can put them ingredients in. Just let him sit there and cook. Let that crock pot go.
Leon going to the supermarket. He getting the ingredients we need.
Yeah, and let it go.
And he got the hookup with the guy in the supermarket.
Because this is my thing. I know we as a nation, bro. It's been almost 50 years since we won a championship. Bet I get that. I do. But how many times we done it the wrong way? And then not only the wrong way, we did it the way wrong way.
Yes, sir.
We star chased everybody. We trying to go and do this. You mad because Leon's not talking about the moves he made? Well, you remember before when they were talking about we're going after KD and going after Kyrie, and then we selling these wolf tickets and then they don't come up. So what next thing you do, your backup plan is go sign 4 power forwards. Come on,
we're on the same wavelength on that one because that's patience. They got to wait. That's why I said let RJ come into his own. That's a part of what I mean. Let quickly come into his own. Even Mitch, let Mitch get the game down before I was ready because people like the question you asked me earlier. You was like, "Yo, when you think the Knicks is gonna win? You think the Knicks is gonna win? When your window for them?" I said that's a hard question to ask because I haven't seen them on the floor this year. And to be honest, totally honest with you guys, I think they can improve. I think they can improve. And the way I think they can improve is they get the players that come back and they're better. Yeah. RJ better, quickly better. Julius even stepped up because his efficiency needs to go up because he might not average more points, but he's going to be more efficient because he doesn't have to take them isolation plays. And if we could get better players that's already on the roster to improve, we can make a serious run.
No, we can't.
We had a talent
breaking
on our
down
team.
right now, bro. They had a spark when they started, but now they just garbage.
But listen, we got talent, man. We got
a lot of talent, bro. And we
are at the right now. I'll say we're between a 4th and 5th seed right now. I can say that high as a 4th and 5th seed. I don't we're about a 7 or 8 seed. We lucky to make the play.
Nah. We a 3rd or a 4th seed now.
Look, I'm gonna tell you now. If anybody thinking we're gonna be in the play-ins, man, I want to ask you, what you want, dope or dog food? Which one you want, bro?
Well, I think we're gonna make the play.
Down that white girl. Wow.
Something wrong with them. They bumped their head.
Because I know they ain't on that lean. They ain't messing with that lean, so I know it ain't that.
It'll have you moving slow. It won't have you thinking that.
Yeah, for real.
I think we got a lot of talent, man, and I'm happy. I'm happy because it's been damn near 50 years. I wasn't alive.
Is that it?
No, it's very simple. They got talent, man.
Well, see, I can tell you that right now. we got 99 problems, but a point guard ain't one.
Yeah.
Money ain't one. Coaching ain't one. Front office ain't one. Draft picks ain't one. I can keep
We
going.
got it. We got a chest. We got a toy chest.
And then, the Garden gonna be rocking this year, bro.
Woo!
Who you
Tell
telling?
me about it. Exactly. We said that at the same time.
I'm ready to fly back to New York if they ain't forcing people to do things we don't want to do, you know?
Look, man, right now, that's what I'm trying to figure out because I was talking to my daughter, my baby girl. I told her, I said, I said, I'm going, I said, I got to get to the Garden. It's going to be my first time going. You want to go with Pop? She's like, yeah. I said, word. So what we got to do. Because her favorite players is IQ and Derrick Rose and D Rose. Those are her two favorite. Those are her two favorite Knicks right there. And then Julius.
I like to see IQ make that leap because he's different.
You know, his game is like Lou, but at first I kept saying for me, I saw a little Mark Jackson action going. I guess because of that little float. That would make me think of Mark Jackson where he hit that float.
That floater, yeah.
Yeah, you know, he the go. Quick IQ is gonna become the go to float. He get it locked in better. But he got to work on the mid range and actually start looking to pass that ball off a little more.
Yes, his decision making. That's the only thing I didn't like about him. His decision making. He just came out in shoot now mode.
Yeah, but so thing, if you remember in preseason last year when he came on, he was doing a lot of that driving, kicking. And that's why, like, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Knox was getting those open looks and knocking down those threes. I think what happened was the transition in regards to, okay, if you remember at the beginning of the season, IQ goes down, comes back. But when he came back, everybody else was still hurt. So now where's the scoring coming off the bench?
Oh, yeah, he opened up. He had to put the team on his back.
And then he carried it. And then when he carried it, I think there was no plan B or, hey, let's transition back to where we spacing the floor and letting IQ work. Now it's like, no, wait a minute. We got something here with this kid. He is a scoring machine.
Yeah.
Let him work.
And you know the other thing you said, and I'm glad you brought that up and really refreshed my memory on a lot of that too, DSJ. It's been games that now this is the thing. How many times we've all heard, well, Tibbs don't play rookies. Tibbs don't play rookies. That's a lot. That's a lot. Because how many times is IQ's actually he's been the closer for some games.
He did. A couple games came on national TV where he was taking the shots. I wouldn't even go so far to say the last shot. He was taking the shots. It's like the offense completely broke down.
And who was getting burned after him? Kevin Knox. Obi Toppin. It wasn't Kevin Knox.
Yeah. Well, this is another thing. To think about it like this.
There was it's flashes of Kevin Knox, bro.
Well, IQ. I would say put this too. The kid, the young fella has no. I'm not gonna call a young man a kid. He's a grown man. He's a young man. But that young fella came out and he was giving it back to Dame Dollar. He was giving Dame Dollar the blues.
He got that floater. That floater kind of, he can get to the rack so easy. I was telling him, last night I was saying Steph Curry.
And
y'all corrected me on that one.
Quick, though. His jump shot kind of quick too, though.
Yeah, he's special. He could be.
Yeah, he is.
And he could be. Yeah, he could be overly special. I ain't gonna lie, he was ready. But this is what I'm talking about, fam. I could quickly come and make an instant impact like that. We need that same impact from your man. I'm not gonna say his name.
No, I'm gonna say it Knox. I say it.
Nah.
He talking about RJ. He talking about RJ.
I'm talking about
RJ.
He talking about RJ. Yeah.
RJ. Yeah, he know who I'm talking about.
But I agree, bro.
RJ game is a lot different though. You know, he's not a high flyer. He's a pretty much a below the rim kind of cat. He plays a lot of bully ball, which I love. And the thing about him is he really doesn't show much emotion. He really don't. You know, he come down, he have a good play, he got the same look. Have a bad play, kind of have the same look. So I respect that. We just for me, RJ, what he's doing is working on that right hand. Work on those handles, get that right hand together. Start going to the right side of the court. You know, be able to finish with both hands. That's one reason like I said, I love David Lee so much. David Lee wasn't the most athletic, but the way he was tenacious, and he'd kill you with that right or the left. He was right-handed, but you thought he was left because he would shoot with the left even more than the right.
Well, that's the catch with RJ. I think RJ is left-handed. What is it? It's either he's left-handed, but he likes to shoot with his right. But he likes to shoot. Yeah, but he likes to go on the other side. Like he uses the other hand. I think they were talking about that. I don't understand that, but if that's the case, if he's already a lefty, it shouldn't be a problem for the transition to be ambidextrous, right? Yeah. It shouldn't be a problem. I look at it from that point of view, and he goes hard. His mentality, and he has everything. He has the tools too. He can he can penetrate, and he can pull up, shoot that jump shot. Because I've seen him do it. He can get to the rack. He just has to learn how to finish. I guess that would come with using your other hand, and he can do pretty much everything. I don't know why people don't actually take that into account when you evaluate RJ, being that he's only 20, 21 years old, his second year, let's just say it like that, his second year, he's already taken a leap.
Hey, you forget.
I think he's a good player.
RJ is not ambidextrous at this particular time. He's working on it.
Yeah, I know.
You're talking like he is ambidextrous.
No, I said right? He can. He can.
He had the potential to be ambidextrous, but he should have got that. He should have got that skill before he got into the NBA.
Come on, man. You can't hold that against him though, because he's taking a leap already.
Because everybody knows push him right.
But you gotta know the mentality is different as far as a lot of guys that should have stayed in college and should have worked on their skill set. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that anymore. They go to the league. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, what you're looking for is a practice that's been long forgotten. Guys that stayed 2-3 years in college, learn their craft, perfect their craft, and then come to the league a little bit more polished and more NBA ready. Yeah, you don't see that often anymore. A lot of guys are still learning on the fly. That's why you got guys like Drew Hamlin, making the money that they make right now, because there's like, okay, well look, I'll take on this guy, and I'll help perfect that craft. Yeah. In the, you know what I'm saying, middle of the season, off season, whatever. I'll help him out, but you're gonna pay me.
Fournier just made a.
I mean, that's a good point.
You watching the game? Because France playing hard ass defense.
Yeah, I'm watching the game.
France playing hard ass defense right now, bro.
It's an 8-point game.
They clamping USA up.
Is Frank actually? Hey, is Frank getting
Evan Fournier playing hard D? Evan Fournier.
Steve Frank playing?
Nah, I don't think Frank.
Right, where's Frank at? I think Frank got COVID. So he's not only his playing.
I don't know what Frank got. Frank got COVID groins, I swear, because that's what every time you hear something about him, he got a groin injury.
Man, he got the tissue paper growing, bro.
Wow.
Something going on with him, I tell you. But you know, listen, I hate that you know what I'm saying, he didn't get a fair shake, but quite frankly,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. USA starting to crumble.
Yeah, it's only an 8-point game. It's 7 minutes left. I'm watching my man Evan Fournier.
But we know the game is a game of runs. Basketball is a game of runs. You get the right run at the right time, it's a wrap.
Bam stepped up a little with a block, I think. Yeah, I'm a casual NBA fan. I'm a Knick fan, but I'm a casual NBA fan. I look at as many games as I can. So I know these players. Yeah.
Wrong with that?
You know, people criticize, but I know everybody's game. So I can see the Knicks needed a point guard last year, but Kemba, woo! I didn't see that happening. I want an SGA.
Nobody did, because you look at it like this. That contract, for one, was bloated. It's a bloated contract.
It is.
You know what I mean? And yeah, he's proven. But when he came back from Boston, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be honest too. Part of that is on Boston. Part of that is Boston's fault, and I say that because, respectfully, if you knew Kemba wasn't ready to go, if a doctor tells you got 12 weeks, he needs to rehab for 12 weeks. Why would you rush him on the floor?
He left a lot of money on the table too. So
They had to
And
pay him
that's
for both years, though.
that's the problem. That's the problem I have right now with Boston. Boston, you know what I'm saying? They're real good at throwing stones and hiding their hands behind it.
Oh, bro, yeah.
And they have a history of doing that. If you look at what they did with IT,
Isaiah, yep.
that's true.
Facts.
They
this
did do
man
that.
this man gave you all he could. You know what I'm saying? Personal issues, injuries and all that stuff. And
Facts.
at the best
Didn't he
convenience.
break? Didn't his tooth break out his mouth and his sister
Yeah.
died?
Yeah.
And he MVP candidate.
The hip injury and all that. You know what I'm saying?
And then they shitted on him.
And the
Okay.
moment that it was easy to, we're gonna upgrade to another position. Oh yeah, you're no longer available. Your service is no longer needed.
Did Kyrie work for them? Nope.
But
He's
yo,
in and out.
but DSJ, that killed his whole value.
Yeah.
You know they used the first round pick to trade him? Did you know that? They gave up a first round pick to trade him to OKC. Now that opened my eyes. I didn't realize they were gonna, because he had so many years left on the contract. I didn't know who saw them releasing him, but they said, "Oh, the Knick, I'll take him." Let's see what happens on $8 million a year.
But see, hey, look, I mean, the thing is, Boston put themselves in a hole like that. They kept making all these moves. You know, it get to a point in time where you can't be too cute. You just keep trying to be too cute, and you wind up being ugly in the end, man.
Yep.
You know,
Evan Fournier trade.
yeah. You know, so I mean, basically, Boston, you know, they shot themselves in the foot. A lot of the moves they made, and and I'm glad you brought that up, DSJ, because they did little Isaiah grimy.
Yeah, they did. That was rough.
And now they did the same thing with Kemba. And I feel like what's going to end up happening is at some point the league is going to take notice. And really, the truth of the matter is that's more Danny Ainge than anybody else.
Yeah.
But Brad Stevens is going to take the hit on that because at the end of the day, you're the new guy in Boston. But the history is still the history.
Yeah.
That's exactly why you got Anthony Davis saying, I don't, again, through his father, of course, because he can't sit there and say how he really feel that his son, he don't want his son playing for Boston. But let's be honest.
Yeah,
Anthony
they're
Davis,
fine
his
for
father,
that.
ain't speaking from a place of just his own personal belief and merit. That's coming from a source. That's a source.
Yeah.
That's a source.
That's
you
true.
know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I don't want my son playing. Nah, that's not a matter of your personal thing. That's a matter of your son can't say this publicly, so you'll be the mouthpiece because you didn't have to say anything. Why would you even? Oh, he made an appearance.
Yeah, man, just drained the 3.
Oh, it's a 6-point game.
Oh, I told you, bro. France was snapping it up.
Yeah, France. America look bad. They be getting these close games. This is a 3-point game now.
See, look, I'm looking at Frank with the rock right now. Where was
Frank?
Oh, well, he gave up.
Frank hit that shot.
Your favorite player, trash.
You know what? Why is Frank play so good on an international level, but he can't do nothing in the NBA?
Because he get burned.
Because he just hit a 3 to make it a 3-point game. He look good out there.
He get burned.
That's why I laugh every time someone gave him some nicknames. I was
he just threw the ball away. I didn't see that part.
That kid don't earn enough minutes to earn a nickname. At the point, yeah, everybody wanted to call him Frankie Smokes in French. I was like, nah, that's Frank Ntilikina.
Yeah,
that's Nicolina.
That's cool, but that's like again what I just said. The potential got to lead to production. So as long as you sitting on the bench, not getting no burn, or anytime you get minutes, you know what I'm saying, you get a groin injury, nah, you still Frank Ntilikina.
I call him Frank Nikita. Remember that TV show? What was it called?
Nikita. Cut it out.
Yeah. You try to shut that down quick. But yeah, Dame looked good. He just made a pass, but Dame just missed that shot. But yeah, man, I don't know about Frank. I like him because he's like a prototypical point guard, but he just it's a catch.
it was a bad situation. Phil drafted him to play the triangle. That's basically what it was.
That's true.
And then Fizdale didn't help him at all either with the whole when they brought in Moutier, yeah. You brought in Moutier.
What the fuck was that?
Moutier was good though at college.
Get
at
the
one
hell
point.
out of here. He wasn't good for the Knicks.
Well, yeah, that too.
But Fizdale told him, we're gonna get you right. You are a guy. All right, you out of here. Hell, they did Moutier. So and Frank just kept getting buried, and then Mike Miller kind of gave Frank a little action, but every time Frank had an opportunity, to take charge, Frank would just he wouldn't show up. He was like it was like getting a ham and cheese sandwich and no ham.
You can't handle the bright lights.
No.
Yeah.
He out here, being feeble Frank. So I don't know. Maybe Utah will pick him up.
I think you know what? I think the Knicks can resign him. They could get him cheap though on a comeback. They could get him real cheap. Get him on a minimum $2 million deal or so, rather than paying $8-9 million. Because I think he's a good player for Tibbs. Because Tibbs like that, them defensive minded players. And that was pretty much the reason why Frank got drafted, for his defense. His arms.
Frank is gonna stay in the league because he can play defense. But the thing is we need more than just. But in a situation where this team is currently constructed, I don't see a place for Frank. Even with his defense,
I could see a place being him that gadget man, that guy that's gonna come in. I mean, we talk about last play when 30 seconds left. That happened in the playoffs.
How many point guards do we have right now, though?
Yeah, that's another point.
We got what, 4?
That's another point. I ain't think about that.
We can move him to shooting guard, a small forward. He tall enough.
We got 5. We actually have 5.
Let's got 5.
They could use him as a gadget player. Why not?
Jakobitis, even though he's still handcuffed to the Euro League, he's still on the roster as far as the draft pick goes. So we still got him,
Luka,
McBride, Bulldozer. Now
Luka,
you know what I'm saying, Rose and Kemba. So yeah, that's 5 PGs right there.
I think one of them is gonna stay overseas though.
Jakobitis. That's still 4. So I mean, even now, you still gotta find a way to.
The thing is with him is he can be over there for a year and he could come back. Just depends on, but it's all on how he performs. If he's not ready, he's gonna stay. But they did his team over in Barcelona that gave him the green light to come play in the G League, in the Summer League.
That's perfect.
He had 3 games in the Summer League, and then he got.
That's great. We get a chance to see him. That's why I'm looking forward to that Summer League, because we're gonna get we're gonna get the Grimes, we're gonna get the McBride, we're gonna see Sims, we're gonna see. They're gonna answer our questions in a sense.
You have to see if Obi made any progression.
That too. I forgot about that. Obi gonna play. Kevin Knox, he got the COVID, I believe. I don't know. I think I saw something about him having COVID, so he's not gonna play.
Yeah, he's missing the Summer League due to protocol. Which I feel bad for him. I'm not a Kevin Knox fan. I didn't want him on the team, but at some point, I feel bad for the kid. You know what I mean? Because here's an opportunity to at least show that you belong in the league. This ain't even about being a fan of him or nothing like that. As far as being on the Knicks, this is about just him being, having the opportunity to prove that he actually put some work in to develop his game, to improve his game, and all that's gonna go, at the wayside because you ain't hitting no floor. So the only time we're gonna see you might be preseason. Regular season, you're not getting no real burn. So
Evan Fournier playing hard. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, as far as what I'm saying, for the summer league, I feel bad for the kid. I feel bad for
Yeah, I
that.
do too, because this was gonna be a chance for him to actually, you know, get some value up, get people looking at him again.
I think he's a trade target, Obi, because Julius just signed the contract, and you got a young guy. That's value. His stock is up as high as it can be at this point because he didn't have a solid playoffs, but he was showing ability in the playoffs that he adjusted to the NBA game, and somebody a
So
bite. Obi, yeah.
I don't think Obi going anywhere, man. Obi don't want to
Yeah.
go anywhere. I think it was an article or something. He said he don't want to go anywhere.
Oh, he from Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, you got to think about you got Obi, you got Kimba. Who else? Who else we got on this? Taj. These native New Yorkers, man. These
Yeah.
cats, they get to play for the team for their team. They grew up watching them.
Watching them in defeat. So they could imagine having a mindset. I could actually bring the home team back.
Then on top of that too, you got to look at it like this. I know we drafted Obi to be Randall's replacement, but at some point you got to look at, okay, something happened with Randall, whether it's you need to sit him down and get some that fatigue off. Randall got to deal with rehab and off an injury, not wishing it, but that's part of the game. You don't want to sit there and talk about, well, we did have Obi, but we traded him.
Exactly.
That's true. Like we were saying earlier, Tibbs is known for burning out his players, and I hate to admit it, but it's a fact.
Damn.
So, Obi could be useful. If he get that knockdown at 3-pointer, that catch and shoot shot down, and we know he got the athleticism, and that's just a matter of time, really. Obi he could definitely be useful. He'll probably have to play the center position at times, just so they can get him more looks. But that's even great because if you're playing a center and another center's guarding you, you just basically he can bring him out to the 3-point line and he can turn into a stretch.
Yeah, you turn him into a small ball 5.
Yeah,
it's a possibility. But I'm gonna tell you the thing about it with Obi though, man. Obi's about to get on lock because now he won't have to wait till he's out there with D Rose. Man, he's gonna probably get some burn with Kimba too.
They might find a way to get see that's why I want to see the thing. I want to see what type of point guard is he a prototypical point guard, Deuce? Because Obi's gonna need somebody to set him up, and we know Derrick Rose is not that type of guy. He's more of a scoring guard. But in the rotations, I'm sure they'll give him some playing time with Kemba. But I'm really curious to see how these boys play, man. Are they going to start the season in the D League, or are they going to be on a active roster? So it's just a matter of time to see how these rookies look.
Well, Deuce is going to be the one, man. I'm going to tell you that. Actually, Grimes and Deuce, we got some special. I think they 2 special rookies, man.
I like it. I like their game, man. They are some defensive-minded players.
Yeah, they got that, and they fit in to the culture and the mindset of what was being built.
Right.
Hard nose, and both of them cats play football too, so that gives them that extra edge and roughness too. You know, and people just think Grimes is just a shooter. And Grimes got handles and can pass.
Yeah, 27 points in the combine one game, from what I understand. That's not being no scorer. He can shoot. He can score. Them hard-nosed players, man. Tibbs is gonna love it. They could play good individual defense too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you that Jericho Sims, I can't wait to see how they develop him.
Right.
That's crazy. This cat busting his forehead on the rim as he dunked the ball. That was wild.
You know what, America? Oh, okay. He shot an air ball. I just got caught up with the game. Sorry about that.
Well, then too, we got Johnny Bryant sitting there, the same man that developed Mitchell
and Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, exactly. You just said Mitchell. I thought, he's a great developer. He had a lot to do with Julius Randle too.
Yeah. So I mean, we got, like I said, bro, we in such a great place.
first of all, we ain't never been in a position like this. This is new for Knicks Nation. Man, look, I'm going all the way back to my time. I ain't never seen nothing like this in New York, let alone to have. This is one thing that front office, where they put it together, the capologists down to the scouts. We got 2 scouts overseas that live overseas, so that's bro. It don't get any better than that.
You know what? It don't. This is the best thing we got. Did I say we got a little? No, we don't have a super team. I'm going a little bit overboard when I say that. But we might have if we could get some production out of Kemba, and we're gonna get what we're gonna get with Kemba. But if we get something out of him and Evan Fournier breakout, get you at least 20. We could say we got like a little big 3.
Well, the thing about it is a lot of the cats, like even with Randall, even if Randall's points reduce, his point production reduce and his time reduce, we winning. Because if he stays efficient and get the numbers up like he needs to get, keep his numbers he scores at a high clip, but with less shots. Kind of like with KD. KD is probably the most efficient player out there
ever at this point.
Yeah, so he don't need to take 30 shots to get
30
40 points, something like that.
Yeah. I always would say that about KD. He was young, he was doing that. It wasn't a problem for him to shoot the ball 18, 20 times and end up with 35 points. And that's a skill. That's a skill. I mean, he got skills, but that's somebody great to have on your team. That's why it's not that many Kevin Durant's in the NBA history.
For sure.
He's probably the only one.
Well, fellas, I'm gonna pull up, man. I'm about to go hit this rain like a lead down because I got to get up in the morning, so I got to work. Man. It was good chopping it up with you cats, but I already subscribed and everything. I'm locked in, so I'll get that notice. I'm gonna be back up in there and chop it up with you cats.
Yeah, man, it's been good. It's been good discussing the Knicks with you, man. Sure. You got a lot of history.
Line. Hey, I'm gonna have to hit you up here soon, DSJ. I gotta chop it up with you, bro.
All right.
You got the number.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, y'all be easy. Keep it going. Hey, y'all keep it pushing. Always blue and orange. Y'all be easy, now.
All right. Take care, brother.
All right, now.
Yeah, DSJ, what up, man?
What up? Hey, dust off your Averexes coming back.
The what?
Dust off the Averexes, they're coming back.
Oh, they're bringing the Avies back.
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay, all right. I used to have an Avy back in the day too.
I still got mine.
We still got yours. I had got it from what's that place in Brooklyn? That it's a little spot by King's Plaza. I forgot the name. Zulus, yeah. So they're coming out again.
I know the leather spot you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have them. That's a wow, man. I didn't think about getting an Avy in a while. I might have to. I'm glad you brought that up. I might have to get one of those for old time's sake.
Yeah, I get a joint with the Averex USA joint in the back. Yeah, I still got mine. I still got the black one.
I had a couple of them joints. I had one of I had the cloth one with the leather sleeves at one point, and then my men's and everybody used to get at me saying, "Nah, that's not a real Avy. You got to get the all leather one and this and that." So I remember that I got on my mom's and I was like, I need to get another jacket. I got to get the real one. So she got me the jacket, but I never wore it. I always wore the one with the the cloth one, the material and the leather jacket, because living in Brooklyn, you don't really want to floss out, like, you don't want to really, you know what I mean? You know how we used to talk back in the day.
You don't want to fight to go home, yeah.
Exactly. I just, I keep the other one on. It's warm enough. If I'm going somewhere, I might throw it on.
So what size is that? It's my size.
You already know how it was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's somebody will confront you over your jacket. And like, hold on, you got Jordans on too? Let me get a pair of those. Let me get those. Luckily, I never went through an ordeal like that, but I know it happened. But
yeah, man.
Fournier looking good, man. 8 seconds. 8 seconds left, and they up by 5. So America gonna win the gold.
I seen your eyes anticipating your ass to go out there answer the fucking door in like any minute.
You all right, bro?
I seen you coming.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah.
We seen your black ass coming.
Who's that? Who the fuck is that?
Okay. Somebody just threw. Who was that? Was that who threw it between their legs? Was that Evan Fournier just now?
Who the fuck is
Oh
that?
no, that was a.
That's my nigga. That's my nigga.
Yo.
This nigga.
Yo.
What
I'm
up?
black, man. I'm back. What's
You
good?
back? Okay. Here we go. Where you was at last night or the night before? What night
We
was
needed that
playing?
nigga, huh?
Yeah, we needed you.
Where the fuck was you at, nigga?
I'm getting that D like, yo, give him a call.
I'm letting these niggas chop it up, bro. I wasn't coming.
What y'all need? I got you. What's good?
Who let you in? No, for real. What's going on? My daughter or my girl?
Don't you dare.
This nigga just walked in my house, no knocking, no key, no nothing. You see your friends?
Well, you out there, man. You live in a I don't know, man. I'm in Brooklyn. I couldn't do that.
You see me coming in the
I
house?
handle my business.
I come home, somebody sleeping on my couch.
You can Laker talk right now.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know about the Knicks, but the Lakers.
You better
You see
relax.
what LA doing?
LA ain't doing nothing.
Man, that ain't gonna happen, man. That ain't gonna work, Russ.
What you mean?
It's not gonna work because they basically the same player, and none of them can shoot.
I heard that in Miami. I heard that in Miami.
Well, Miami, yeah, they got Kyle Lowry, and they re-signed that boy.
No, I heard it wasn't gonna work in Miami because LeBron and Dwayne Wade had the same game.
Come on.
Well, LeBron is LeBron. If LeBron want to get to the basket, he's gonna get to the basket. who like just get out the way. But D Wade, yeah, they kind of both were slashers. That's true. But they were so good, you just can't. You know, when you got players that you know that's good, they couldn't do nothing with them boys. The Heatles, they couldn't do nothing with that.
So what's the difference? Oh, my bad. Instead of Chris Bosh, they got Anthony Davis. Okay.
AD. Well, the difference is Russell Westbrook. You got to have a jump shot. At least Wade can hit the shot here and there.
Bro, listen. See, this why y'all niggas be fucking up. He got a jump shot. He don't got Steph Curry's jump shot, but he do got a jump shot.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has a skill set to shoot you into a game, and in that same
Hey,
game,
wait, how
Westbrook
averaged 30 and a triple double with no jump shot?
Easy,
Westbrook is good.
He's able to slash. He slashes and gets to where he needs to get to.
So every point is a layup.
But here's the
Pretty
problem.
much.
Again, he's the type to shoot you into a game
shot chart
and shoot you right out of that same
I gotta bring up a nigga shot chart.
Yeah, you gotta bring it up. Now, what you was saying, DSJ? Because he was trying to prove a point.
I'm saying Russell Westbrook is the type of player to shoot you into a game and shoot you right out of that game. So while again, and if you need history lessons, I got you covered because all you got to do is look at that same Portland game where Dame waved them bye-bye.
Word.
All they do is leave them open.
OKC was down by 12. They got down to the point where they were down by 3. All on Russell Westbrook's back. Russell Westbrook was attacking and all that stuff. Next thing you know, he fell in love with that mid-range jumper.
Wait, that was the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Clean.
So what?
That was the playoffs, right?
That was the playoffs.
A couple years ago.
So basically, he gets to the playoffs every year, right?
Yeah, he gets into the first round, no problem.
Okay, he gets to the playoffs. LeBron gets to the finals. What more do y'all niggas want?
Well, Russell Westbrook, he's kind of a liability because what they're gonna do is they're gonna give him that Giannis treatment. You know,
the Finals MVP treatment. Go ahead, talk to me.
Now, what I mean by Giannis is good. He won the finals, but what I mean by it is Giannis can't shoot. Giannis can't shoot. for the most, they're gonna let Giannis take that shot. They're gonna give him an open three, and they do that with Westbrook rather than him getting to the rack, because that's where he dominates at. They're gonna put a body right there, so he can't get to the rack, and they're gonna give him open threes. They're gonna give him all the open shots he needs, because if you break it down, the percentages is not gonna be on their side. More than likely, he's gonna miss the shot, and that's just how they do, especially in the playoffs. Because they scout him. You know what I mean? They scout their game and see what he good at. And him and LeBron, they both ball dominant. They both need the ball.
LeBron's not ball dominant. And guess what? Hey, who led the league in assists last year, right?
Westbrook.
Maybe I think it might have been Westbrook.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, for him to do all of that stuff, he needs the ball in his hand. He just can't get the ball and make a skip pass. Nah, he has to have the ball in his hand.
He gets the ball because he gets 10 rebounds a game.
Exactly. So he needs the ball in his hands, no matter what. To get 10 assists or whatever it is, he led to lead the league in assists.
Just gloss over that. Gloss over that up.
He getting 20 points. He getting 10 assists. Think about how many possessions he has to have the ball and make something happen. That's pretty much the whole game.
It's over like 60, 70 possessions in the game. I think 100 actually.
And he has the ball in his hand at least 50 of them times, because he's not hitting all his shots. And neither is the player that he's passing the ball to. They're not hitting their shots. He needs the ball in his hands to actually work. LeBron, I mean,
hey, look. I want you to name 3 point guards that's better than him, that's not Hall of Famers in the league right now.
Right now, Kemba. Nah, he ain't better than him. I don't think he's better than Russ. I mean, if we were talking about Kemba, we was gloating. You know what I mean?
Y'all Knick niggas.
Kemba is better than Russell Westbrook.
Oh my!
See, I know if I say it, I got back. I know somebody gonna have my back.
So why do they have to be non-Hall of Famers?
Because that's what Westbrook is. He's a Hall of Famer.
Okay, so why would you try to, create this
because the only people I'm saying, the only
people other than it's almost like you're creating the narrative to where, because of his skill set historically, the things that he's done statistically, that this is to cater to your point, as opposed to looking at from the game's aspect. How many times, again, like I said, how many times does he put you in a position where you could have won that game, but because of his, his inability to shoot, but he falls in love with that shot, he ends up losing that game. Historically.
There ain't no perfect point guard. Ain't no perfect player, bro.
Yeah, man. A couple players are better.
And there's nothing wrong with saying that. Russell Westbrook has his deficiencies like a lot of.
Bro, if you got an A+ in driving, A+ in rebounding, A+ in assist, you don't have to have an A+ in threes.
What about SGA? Shaqiri Gilchrist.
What about him?
I think he's better than him.
That's a lottery pick. That's a lottery pick.
I'm saying you can't say that, because you ask me who players that's not, even though that's a hard question to answer, name players that's not Hall of Famers that you think that's better than Russell Westbrook. I said, I'm gonna pull SGA on my hat. Yeah, that's a hard question to answer.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's a subjective question. I'm gonna tell you why. If I sat here and said I thought Dame Lillard was better than him, the first thing you do is go to his.
You're right.
Hold on.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Because you'll sit there and say, the first thing you'll do is say, well, how many triple doubles does he average? See, it caters to your point, because the first thing you'll do is you'll go to his stats as opposed to his record, right? If I sat here and said somebody like, maybe again, this could be like Kyrie, right? I could go to Kyrie. The first thing you'll do is say, well, how many games has he played, as opposed to his skill set? No, because it serves a narrative, because Westbrook has proven to be a little bit more durable than Kyrie historically. Whenever Westbrook got hurt, it was due to somebody else. For instance, Patrick Beverley's the reason for that knee injury.
Let me respond to what you said, because that was a good thing. But basically, you're gonna do is you said that anyway. You was like, well, I'm gonna say that Kyrie was hurt. No, you're saying it because just like every player, there's holes in their game. But since it's Westbrook and he with LeBron, y'all gonna be like, oh well, his hole is too big to overcome. No, Kyrie's injury is too big to overcome. Dame Lillard is defensively a liability or something, whatever. I'm just throwing shit out there. Westbrook is a bomb ass player, bro. I don't know why
Nobody's not saying that. He is. But
So-
he has my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
Go ahead.
Continue. Well, nah. You say he a bomb ass player. I say, yeah, he is. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer. But the fact of the matter is, people understood. He's been playing like 10 years. People know his game. You can't change the game. At one point, West did have a little jumper, but he was focused on getting to the rack. It seems like getting to the rack, trying to find an open guys. Like he forgot to practice how to shoot the ball.
Why y'all act like? So this nigga ain't shot the ball in 3-4 years. You saying?
Okay. If you think so, I mean, listen, West can't shoot the ball.
I'm asking you.
Look at West. Tell me what his field goal percentage is. His 3-point percentage is. You in front of a. You know what I'm saying? You got like a monitor in front of you or something?
Yeah. I'll look it up.
Yeah, his 3-point percentage is just not good. That's not taking nothing away from him because he's a great player. I would take him any day. He led the league in assists. You know what I mean? Westbrook could average 15 points a game, and he'll still average. If he averaged 15 points a game, 11 assists, and he getting the boards the way he getting the boards, I'll take him any day. I feel more comfortable with what's happening to him too. If he's not taking the bulk of the shots, you know what I'm saying? If you taking like 25 shots a game and you can't hit a jump shot, I don't want you taking any more shots. You know, I don't want you to because you can't shoot. And that's all about efficiency. And efficiency got to be right if you're really trying to win in the NBA. Now, if you stat hunting,
I'm gonna tell you his. I'm gonna tell you.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me ask you a question real quick. Wait. Let me ask you a question real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
The Bucks won the championship last year. Is he better than the Bucks point guard?
That's a good question. It's a great question, though.
Ooh, nigga.
Huh?
At this point in their career?
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh, Kemba?
Drew Holiday's a solid two-way point guard. I don't know if Russ is a two-way point guard, and Russ can and he can shoot. He does the things that count. Now,
Russ is a spark, bro. That nigga ain't no player. Like, bro, relax.
Here, what?
No, I'm saying he got a spark. He's a spark. That nigga ain't no player like that.
Y'all niggas is hate. If he was on the Knicks, bro. If he was on the Knicks, bro. Y'all niggas would be going bananas right now.
We'd be definitely.
I'll say the same thing about him.
No,
y'all they could have got him last year. They could have got him last year, and I was like, nah, I don't want him to get him because I knew that in the back of my head. Remember the rumors and all of that? They saying they're gonna trade for Westbrook. I was like, nah, don't do that.
Y'all niggas is funny.
But it's the truth, bro. I'm not lying.
You had a nigga he the only nigga in NBA history that did what he did multiple times, and just recently, the last year, he averaged a triple-double. But
Oscar Robertson did that back in the 60s, but I feel you though, bro, because it's your squad. And Russell Westbrook is a former MVP.
Also the people that won a championship last year, their point guard ain't as good as Russell Westbrook. They best player ain't as good as the Lakers' best player. They second best player ain't as good as AD. What the fuck is going on around here?
Well, AD he the best. He gonna be the best. LeBron is still one of the best, but it's a lot. He's a liability. You know what I mean? Like he's a liability being on LeBron James' team. LeBron James would do better with it. They would have did better if they would have traded for Bradley Beal. Because Russ was on the same team with Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal, bro, he costs it's way more. It take way more than just Kuzma and some little picks for Bradley Beal. That's why when niggas say that, like, oh, y'all should have got Bradley Beal, y'all should have got Dame Lillard. Them teams ain't giving up Dame Lillard and Bradley Beal for no fucking Kuzma.
That's not a good thing. That's an indictment on Russell Westbrook. They were able to get him for Kuzma.
No, Westbrook got a bad contract. That's why he got a fat ass $44 million contract.
He got like 1 year left on his contract, maybe 2 years. It's not like they should, if they really want to run. You know what? Forget about that. They got Westbrook in the best player, the second best player in the deal was Kyle Kuzma. That says enough. Now that's a good upgrade.
How about this? We do this. We do 20 push-ups every game that the Lakers win. I'll do 20 push-ups every game that the Lakers lose.
I bet. Now you know the Lakers is gonna win a lot of games.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie.
How they
They gonna win a lot of games. I'm talking about in the playoffs.
He got a jump shot. He's a liability. No jump
shot. They got LeBron
shot
James
and all this other shit.
Because they still better than a lot of teams. Just LeBron James and AD alone, they won a title. You throw Westbrook on there, they still gonna win games. I'm talking about in the playoffs,
but not the title though.
Well, because if Brooklyn stay, you know what I mean? If Brooklyn stay healthy, they ain't beating Brooklyn.
Bro, Harden doesn't even have he do got a finals appearance. That's when Westbrook was the starting point guard. My bad.
That's true. Yeah, you do.
Kyrie Irving was in the lottery the whole time without LeBron. My bad. KD ain't been there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
too.
My bad. Never mind.
It was in the lottery.
Right, bro. Brooklyn.
They ain't beating Brooklyn.
Ain't nobody worried about Brooklyn.
But ain't nobody gonna beat them. So you're right. Ain't nobody worried about Brooklyn. I ain't worried about Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn.
So the Bucks ain't just beat up on Brooklyn.
Well, because they didn't have none of the other boys. They didn't have Kyrie, and I hate to admit it because I'm not a Harden fan. Harden was he was hurt. You know what I'm saying? But Harden got to play that game because people say Harden don't show up in the playoffs.
Wait. Was the Lakers hurt last year too?
They was in the playoffs too.
Was they hurt?
Yeah, they. I think they was hurt. That's why they call this dude. They call a nigga AD. They call him street clothes. So you know they was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because every time they look at him, he in the street clothes because he hurt all the time.
Except for that championship just 10 months ago, huh?
Yeah, in that bubble, they did win the title. But it was in the ballroom, man. Come on, ain't nobody else want to play, man. They should put an asterisk next to that.
Nobody else want to play. This shit is getting sad.
I mean, no. I hate the Lakers, bro. You know what I'm saying, but I got respect. I respect LeBron because LeBron been doing it for a long time. I respect Russ because Russ, he got an MVP. You can't take that away from him. You can't. He's a monster. He just, he got to figure. I don't know what he got to do. He got to stay healthy. If he can stay healthy.
Right, wait. Out of them three players, which player on the Knicks would you keep over any of them three players?
What do you mean? Like, what? Trade them or keep them over the Knicks? What you mean?
You'll keep all what player would you not take over there? You would not take Westbrook.
No, I wouldn't take Westbrook.
Yeah.
Man. Yo, bro, it's a splashy name, and I'm keeping it real, bro. It's a splashy name because he's a splashy name.
He's going there like 2 years, bro.
He made it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? He put that work. He put work in. Listen. He put work in, and that's all you know. But it's just not a good fit with LeBron James. Like it wasn't. I'll give you an example. They made the playoffs. Remember, I said the regular season is gonna happen. But remember when Russ was on James Harden's team?
Yeah.
They came apart because they figured it out. They was like, listen, Russ can't score. Oh, he need to get to the basket to score points. And James Harden, ball dominant. He need the ball in his hand just like LeBron need the ball in his hand.
No,
that didn't work.
That wasn't why.
They traded him in the first season. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know why though? Wait, let's keep it real.
Why you say that?
Remember that year, nigga, Westbrook and Harden beat up on OKC in the first round. Then they caught the Lakers in the second round. The Lakers had AD, Dwight, all these 7-footers. Their starting center was PJ Tucker at 6'6".
Whoever they played, they cleaned them up.
That's why they called.
You know what I'm saying? They cleaned the Lakers up. No, whoever played Harden in them, they got cleaned up, man. It's a fact. But it is. Lakers won the title, man. All respect, dude. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, he ain't fucking with Michael Jordan. Let's just throw that out. That was unnecessary, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But man.
I agree with that.
You really like that squad they put together.
Bro, I love that squad, nigga.
Man, it's good on paper, but I'm saying a lot of Laker fans are gonna be disappointed.
And you're
I'm
gonna be
telling you
buff as
now.
hell. You're gonna be buff as hell by the end of the season.
I'm gonna be buff as
Well,
oh shit. Yeah, man. You got me on that one because we did do that. And I know y'all gonna win a lot of games. Shit. We should do that. Because I wanna be forced to have to do 20
yeah.
push-ups every time.
You
I
drop
want to
down
do
right
that.
now. Shit, you might as well do something right now, nigga.
Nah, bro. I can't accept that, bro. Because I know
I'm
the
trying
Lakers
to-
are gonna win.
I'm trying to get you New York niggas in shape, just like this nigga right here.
Oh yeah, you heard us. We went on that little working out thing earlier while we was on here.
Nah,
D,
I'm
and
talking
them.
about in real life. I got this nigga out here sweating, nigga, on that basketball court, nigga.
That's wise, man. I wish it was. It's hot out here, but it's like
It's hot out
probably
where?
extra hot out there. It's probably. I'm in the city, in New York.
Oh, nigga,
But
it's 100 degrees out here, nigga.
I know I heard it was hot because I remember a couple weeks ago. Yeah, what's the name was telling me like it's 100 and something, 112, 106, one of them numbers.
Nigga,
I was like, whoa. I was like, nah, you ain't catching me playing ball out there. You catch a heat stroke.
Broke the chair.
I'll be walking around with a tank top and a white tee when it get hot out here, and that's it. A pair of shorts, pair of basketball shorts when it get real super hot. But
But
I try to go play ball.
But no basketball though.
What you mean?
Is you hooping?
I want to hoop. I mean, I did it earlier this summer a couple times, but it'd be so hot. It's like if I want to play ball, I got to get up like 7 in the morning, and I don't like getting up 7 in the morning. And then when I go towards the night, all the courts is taken for the most part. And I know a lot of times with all the schools, they be closing the courts at like a certain time. So it's really not that much basketball that you could get in unless you go in the morning. Because the kids, I understand it's the summertime. The kids are taking up the court. They want to have fun.
That's all y'all do.
I'm saying they don't really know what they're doing. They can't really play a real game, but they play. And I ain't trying to step on the court and say, yo, I got to get off the court. You know what I'm saying? Because that was me. That was me years ago. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have, I probably would have said something if somebody told me to get off the court. I mean, I ain't going nowhere. Like I said, that was me years ago. I ain't going to do that to them. What y'all doing right now?
We smoking. I just brought some weed over here for this nigga and brought some drink.
Oh, okay. Friday night.
Walked in this nigga house like it was nothing.
I'm about to roll up my damn self.
But I only do that shit to this nigga because he know he can do that shit right back to me, bro.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. You gotta have somebody that's gonna hold you down at the unexpected times. Like you think, oh, the night is gonna be. I ain't be doing nothing tonight, and then your man come through with some bud.
You feel me?
Something to drink. That's like you stick your hands up and say, "Hell," you know what I mean? Like you want the championship. Right. That's a good feeling right there. On a Friday night, ooh,
Yeah,
you looked out.
He ain't even trying to smoke anymore. He's sleeping shit.
Oh, that nigga sleep. Damn.
Nigga tripping.
I don't even think he could drink no more. Can he drink? I know his baby mom. One night she sounded like she was a little upset. He was drinking.
Okay, it sound like his husband was saying that to the baby mom. He the baby moms with that type of thing.
Well, you can hear a tone of upsetness.
I'm just playing.
Nah, I saw good. He's my nigga. Like forever. You know what I'm saying? Forever. You know what I'm saying? I nigga come to New York. He be like, yo, E. Yo, I ain't got nowhere to stay. I be like, all right, come through, nigga. You good. Just, you good. Stay in the couch, bro. I got an extra
I'm
room.
on my way, nigga.
Say what?
I'm on my way then.
Come through, bro. I'll show you the ropes.
For real, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that.
Take you out to the city. You ain't even gonna go home. You just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm out here for the rest of the night.
For real.
Nah, it's they got some spots out here, man. You gonna have a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? Dino, he lived out here. You know what I mean? Me and D, we crashed when he was younger. We crashed a couple, what was it? It might have been Columbia or NYU. We crashed a couple parties. Columbia like the big college, and NYU like the big college in New York. what I'm saying? We crashed the party. A couple white chicks there. They was on the, they was really feeling our vibe. So
Yeah, niggas.
yeah, we had some times, man. I'm saying they was feeling the vibe because it was different. You get some black niggas coming through, and it's all a bunch of, it's a bunch of college kids, shit like that. They like, nah, this is different. I don't know him. I did that a few times though. Shit, more than a few actually, but it was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Dino, we talk about that shit all the time when we speak. Cause that nigga had fun. I remember he was there. Nigga was drinking. I couldn't find this nigga. I was looking for him one night, and then next thing I know, this nigga come out the bathroom. He come out the bathroom with a short. I was like, hold up, that's what he was at? He was in the bathroom all this time? This nigga just started smiling, but he was fucked up. But this nigga just started smiling like, I was like, yeah, I know what it was. Shit like that. Yeah, I'm about to roll up my damn self. Because I was watching the Olympic game. And ceremonies and shit.
Hey, why this nigga ain't been telling you about when we've been hooping though in real life? Nigga out here.
Oh, he was definitely telling me that earlier today. He was like, yo, he was talking about balling. He was talking about, when he played ball, how niggas play. How niggas be fouling. Niggas can't hold them. He said he was just talking about it, situational. You know what I'm saying? When dudes be fouling niggas and then they, and they complain and all of this and that. So I was like, yeah, man. I guess so. I ain't gonna lie though, man. When I played ball earlier this summer, that was like the first time I played ball in a long time.
Bro, I got that nigga back on that court, bro. That nigga juiced.
Yeah, man. That's a good thing.
Hell yeah.
I wish I could go play some ball, man. I'll go play some ball right now, but I know it's dark. And ain't gonna be really nobody on the court. It's gonna be dark though. I ain't gonna be able to see.
Man,
this will be a good time.
Bro, y'all niggas need to come out, bro. When y'all come out here, bro, y'all gonna get this Cali love, bro.
Yeah, I'm coming out there, bro. I'm telling you. Coming out there, man, because I'm a 49ers fan. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Jerry Rice. So I'm gonna come out there. I'm gonna have some tickets to go to the Niners game. So
yeah.
It's that's a plan of mine. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. Don't hold me to it, but I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be able to say it. I've been to the Knicks games before. I seen Kobe Bryant in real life.
What, the 51?
Playing the game.
The 51? Huh? The 51?
Oh, what you talking about?
When Kobe dropped 51. Yeah.
Nah. When he dropped 61.
Oh, it was 6. Oh yeah, no,
61.
LeBron. Yeah, LeBron had the 50 and 10.
Yeah,
and
LeBron played.
Got 61. Yeah,
I think LeBron played. He played earlier that week, but
no, LeBron played later. After that,
I think he played like it was like a Monday, and I think Kobe dropped on a Thursday or Friday, I believe. When he did his numbers, and they had I think KD had played that week. A lot of players that were stars. This was like in 07. So when he dropped that 61. It was a lot of stars. I seen Iverson in real life, playing ball. I went to Philly and I saw him. I seen a couple games. You gonna have that story. You tell your kids like, yeah, I saw this guy play. I saw this guy play, and this and that. I got that story because I seen it. The Garden.
How many kids you got?
I ain't got no kids, man. When it come down to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a story to tell.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, it could be, it could be any day now, but it's just right now. I'm good.
Wait, how many siblings you got, bro?
I got a few siblings. I got a couple, 3 brothers, and I got a sister. So I got a few of them. They ain't really nothing crazy. My mom's had 5 kids.
And how much your dad had?
My dad only had 2, me and my sister. So my sister lived in ATL.
That's what's up. I got a partner out there.
She out there in ATL.
That's a
And
real black. That's a real black town, black
oh yeah,
city.
it is. It is. I've been. Whoo. Yeah, man. I was I didn't go, but I had to take a bus one time. Like the like the Greyhound type buses.
Yeah.
And I was going to I was trying to get to Florida. I was gonna try to. I got some fam out there. So the bus stop is right in front of shit is right basically next door. It's basically right there next to Magic City. The strip club Magic City.
Yeah.
So I remember I was out there trying to wait for the bus or whatever. I was tempted though. I was tempted to go up in there because I want, everybody talk about that. I never got a chance though because I knew where it was at.
Yeah.
But I went. They got like a little mini store, like a little like a little thing across the street, and I went out there. See, I know Swisher Sweets is popping out there. Like that's the thing. Y'all be burning on Swisher Sweets.
Yeah.
Honestly, I never ever smoked a Swisher Sweet until I went out there to Miami. I mean, I was in ATL. I never did it, bro. I only smoked nothing but Dutches. So I went and bought a couple of those. I got back to Florida, and me and my man, we was burning with the Swisher Sweets. They just like Dutches, though. It's been years. I never had one, but went out to ATL and I had got it. That was crazy. That's a memory that I won't forget. I took that long ass bus ride. I think ain't that how D got out here and he take a Greyhound, I believe.
Yeah. Yep. He just went out there a couple years ago, or like last year.
Yeah, he took a Greyhound. That's a long ass ride though.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if I would have did it. I took the Amtrak one time. That was the worst trip of my life.
What?
That shit Amtrak, man. Don't fuck with Amtrak, bro. That shit is uncomfortable.
I got on there. I fuck with the Amtrak.
Well, if you got to do it, do it.
Just local shit though. Just like Sack to the Bay and shit.
I went to DC on an Amtrak, and then I went to DC. And I passed Philly. Philly is not that far from New York. I went to DC, and then I think, to Charlotte, and then I went to Atlanta. I think I stopped at another city, but it just happened when I went. I've been in Atlanta so many times, man. But it was one time I went there, and I had to take that. Went to DC and shit, and that was so fucking uncomfortable, bro. So uncomfortable, bro. It was like the worst.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, man. So yo, drop something on me, man. Let me know what's going on, man. Drop some knowledge on me. It's just me, you, and me.
Man, look, bro.
Drop some science.
Let me see about some shit. I mean,
you need a couple minutes to get that look in your system.
Sometimes
I'll be needing that.
I got so much shit. Like I'm trying to think. I'm trying to keep it. I ain't trying to do too much. You feel me? We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it kind of. We're gonna save that for some other shit.
All right.
So we're trying to keep it on some other shit. But I really have been talking to my nigga about these kids though, bro. But it's having these kids and shit.
You said who having kids?
Just us black folks in general.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? I'm trying to pass down the lineage and shit. How that shit hella important and shit. But what's up with you in religion though?
Me, I'm not really a religious person. Keep it real, I mean, I do with it, what I mean by religious. I don't, I'm not really going to church or anything like that. But that don't mean I don't believe in. I don't believe in nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Coming up, I own about 2 Bibles. I keep the Bible. Sometimes when I make my bed, if I got to go out, I put the Bible on my bed, just to, just to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say nothing stupid like a good luck or anything like that. That's not what it is. It's just something that you learned since you was younger, and you just carry it over to your adulthood.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But ain't nothing really like nothing I'm involved in. I'm assuming I'm guessing I'm Catholic, Christian, and yeah, man. What's up with you, man? How you look at it?
Bro, I fucking I bro, I studied that shit, bro. I've been studying that shit, and I'm still in the process of studying that shit.
Right. Okay.
And it's deep. It's hella deep.
I'm assuming, I read some scriptures and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But it's nothing really I ain't really get deep. Like I read I forgot what it was, the name of the part. But it was the one where, I eat fish. So and certain kind of foods. So, I read that scripture where it would tell you that, God is like on some don't eat shrimp, don't eat tilapia, fish, eating pig and stuff like that. He said that's not good for you.
Yeah,
And it's a certain type of fish or certain type of animals because it was like the tilapia. Basically, what they're there for is basically to clean the sea. They're gonna, you get to the bottom, all the waste and everything. It got to go somewhere, right? It goes
yeah,
to the bottom of the sea, and that's what tilapia and the other sea creatures. It's a few of them. That's what they for. And I took that in, like that's some real shit.
there you go.
And for one, I stopped eating tilapia. I don't really eat shrimp. You know what I mean? I don't really eat pig. A pig is ham. I don't really eat ham. I might eat some ham here and there, like on Thanksgiving or something like that. I go to my mom's house. She make it, so I'm gonna eat it. But it's nothing like on an everyday basis. So it's little things in the Bible I take with me, and I use it in life. Like my diet. You know what I'm saying? It's if you should look into that too. Like I'll say that to anyone if they wanna read the Bible. I was like, yo, check out that part about I think it's Laverne. What's the name of that scripture? Laficiate. How's it pronounce it again?
What shot? What book?
The Bible.
No, I know the book. The Bible is a book full of many books. So
Yeah,
which,
yeah. It start with I forget. I can't pronounce it, but it start with an L.
oh, you talking about what's that? Leviticus or some shit?
Yes.
Oh,
Leviticus.
there's two different. It's another one with the L.
It-
I don't got my
It's
fucking Bible.
Leviticus. It's
But that's
Leviticus.
the
Yeah.
thing, bro. I
Say
remember I talked about, bro. I mean, knowledge is right here at the click of a button right now. You can look up that script while we was talking. You could have been looking it up. I should have been looking it up.
I got
And
a Bible.
but no, we talking about the present though. Let's talk about that science of that, bro.
For present. Oh, I was just answering the question straight up. You know what I mean?
I know, but that's what we talking about though. We talking about using this thing called the present, which is a gift,
Right.
and using it, not just dwelling on the past or promising about some shit about the future.
Right.
Feel me? And right
Yeah.
now we got the chance to know, and the word knowledge, it means to know, and basically the word knowledge, it means that you didn't know something prior to finding something out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you should basically want to wake up in the morning feeling for something you did not know. You feel me? Or
What you mean?
rehash something. I'm saying, like, so how we both don't know that exact verse. Once we
Yeah.
learn that exact verse, we completed a day by learning something.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you. Every day. You're gonna learn something new.
Every day
I get it.
they have an ancient term. Every day the day you didn't learn is the day you died. You're supposed to learn every single day that you live, bro.
Yeah. Now, I know I've heard that before. Just in general. Somebody that you know, you would hear it too. Trying to get learn something new every day, or I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I agree with that.
But we have to start taking advantage of the present, bro.
At the present.
Yes, it's hella important that we understand the past to know what lies in the future, but we have to start doing something in the present, though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's true. I mean, sometimes I'll be wasting days, just be in the crib, go do something, come home. I mean, I ain't really trying. I'm getting. Everybody's slowing down. You know what I mean? Your boys from back in the days. I mean, they got a lot of people. They got kids, so ain't really nobody hanging out or doing anything that's really partying and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you stay home and you waste your time. That happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, that happens more now than earlier in my life. You know what I'm saying we could sit on this chat shit and we could talk for hours. I mean, we never thought about that. I guess maybe the corona has something to do with that, but you know what I'm saying we have conversations on here and another person to say you're wasting your time. Somebody
Nah,
else to say that.
this is very important right here because we bouncing like this is where knowledge comes from. Verbal communication, words. Us handling this business. We go off,
Right.
we find something, and then we come back to the potluck with the dish. You
Right.
smell me? And you can learn. You're supposed to learn from everybody, and you can learn two different ways. You learn what to do from somebody, or you learn what not to do from somebody. So regardless, you can learn from everybody.
Yeah, you got to support this new era, this technology that's available to us. You know what I'm saying? Just to socialize, I guess, right? That's the best word I guess I could use at this point. You want
Nah,
to talk
it's
to
not what it
somebody,
is. This is what it is. There's something called social science.
all right?
See, bro, we gotta go back to the basics and be comfortable with starting from scratch and coming all the way back up to calculus. If you start at 1 + 1 = 2, you can now get and just take the steps to get all the way up to trigonometry, calculus, geometry, but you can't get there without learning the basics.
Yeah, you gotta learn to crow before you walk, right?
You remember that mathematical term PEMDAS?
Yeah, I know. PEMDAS is the
Parentheses,
parentheses.
exponents, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically, nigga, you can get the wrong answer by not going in the correct way or not going in the order. You feel me?
mm-hmm.
And
I
that's
feel
what,
you.
bro. This universe, bro, has laws on it,
What you mean?
bro. There's something called universal law, bro,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I got you.
where the universe abides by these laws. Everything in this thing, you feel me, abides by these laws. Basically, if you find out how to master these laws, you start thriving in this universe. You smell me?
Right.
That's the secret, though. That nigga, you gotta remember, self-education right now is the best education, bro. No, really the only form of education right now.
Well, I believe it's the best, being that we got the internet and we could fact check on certain things.
Hold on, real quick. Hello? What's good? I'm over here fucking with New York. Let me handle this business real quick. I'm over here fucking with New York. I'll meet you back. But bro, my bad,
What's up?
bro. There's universal law, bro.
Right.
Where you can find out, because basically, I mean, in America, how many laws is it? It's just too much to even know. It's like, nigga, there's section 237B, nigga, you feel me?
/AC.
/AC type shit. So you ain't about to stop with that dumb shit. And that's for a reason, nigga. You 180 degrees away from the truth. Self-education is the only education and the best education. Because you know how to assess yourself. The teacher might not know what level you are on. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you become a good teacher by being the best student. And nigga, remember we came to the conclusion, we got more time on this earth than we spent time on this earth. So that means that you ain't at the halfway mark. You should still be growing. What else? You especially ain't been an adult for the last. You only became an adult when you was 20 years old or somewhere around that little time.
Yeah, I always say I became adult at 19.
So that means you really ain't that old, nigga. Really?
Yeah. Now, pardon me. I'm just I'm doing something at this moment, but I'm hearing you. I'm listening to you.
But
I'm listening to everything you're saying.
I was talking about this. I was talking about this universal law because that coincides with God.
Yeah, I heard you when you said that. I heard you when you was talking about that. I just was saying, pardon me, because I had to. I'm trying to.
I hear you. Yeah, no, I know. But yeah. I'm just saying. I'm continuing on now.
All right.
That's what it is. When I asked you about what religion do you mess with or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
when I say universal law, I'm talking about God type of shit. This shit coincides with God. We've separated the word God and the whole aspect of God away from science. And you got
what's that like shit. That? That's like that scientific. What's it called again? You know that people, they believe in that. Is that shit? Mel Gibson was on.
Atheism or some shit. What else?
I don't know. Scientific something.
It's also evolutionists and all that other shit.
They got a lot of shit, bro. I mean,
exactly.
It's a lot of that. People don't want to say they believe in the actual God, but they have beliefs. You know, I know exactly what you're saying because there's a lot of them out there. You can confuse yourself with the amount of religions
and bro, that's why you gotta have self-knowledge because you know where you're at and what level you need to improve on. But you need to be what it is. You have a double self inside you that you need to start tapping into your subconscious. You have a conscious and your subconscious. Your conscious knows your whole life story since you've been born and all your memories. Your subconscious knows your whole lineage's life story and your story. You smell me?
Yeah.
But anyways, you got to start pushing yourself like the coach that you know you need, and you got to become both characters in the story. You got to become the coach and the player, and know when to do what, and who's real time to follow who's lead. You know you're the point guard of the team. You know that if your coach call a good play, you're gonna run the play. But if you know you see a weakness over there, you're gonna run a different play. Coach gonna be like, hey, I told you to run this play, but you know that play right then at that time is better than the play that he called.
Yo, we got on the chat, we'll be talking about a lot of basketball and shit. I got my man, he might be able to hear me right now. My man Legacy and my other guy, Nice. They could really y'all could go back and forth on some shit. Because they be hitting me with shit. Sometimes they be hitting me with shit like I gotta think about before I can answer. While they answering the question, I'm still thinking about it. And they could go back and forth with you. I think the niggas would. I think yo, I'm gonna tell next time we all on it, I'm gonna have D give you a call.
But look. We ain't trying to just alienate ourselves and just hop into a little group chat with just like we want you, y'all us, nigga, we y'all.
No, I'm just saying it because the other night we was thinking about that. We was I told D, I was like, yo, D, hit him up. I was like, hit your man up. You know what I mean? We could have this real big conversation.
I hear you, my bad. Okay. But yeah, this for all of us though. Knowledge don't belong to nobody. You feel me?
You said what don't belong?
Knowledge don't belong to nobody, to not one person.
Yeah.
And bro, this is our true purpose, and this is our true destiny, and this is our true history though that we need to start thinking about and trying to act upon, bro, in the present. Right. You think man. Bro, we standing on niggas' blood, sweat, and tears, dying for the shit that we take advantage of on a daily basis.
You talk about from back in the day.
I'm talking about from 15 minutes ago, nigga.
Are you talking about 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, nigga.
Well,
you a soldier right now.
I'm gonna
You
tell
in a
you what I.
war right now, bro. This niggas out here right now that's still rocking for you.
Yeah,
The
I'm out
niggas,
here.
bro.
I'm out here right now, man.
No, it's niggas. Look, bro. Look, you go throughout the day, all day, every day, right,
Yeah.
bro? You don't know that you see niggas just like me that's conscious of they situation that they collective people are in and worried about it, concerned about it, and are making action towards changing it. You feel me? Not to say you're not. I'm saying that this is what you, but this is what we doing out here. And we just looking at you like, hey, we waiting for you to get that spark, Cuddy. We was all that same nigga. We all was, you feel me? We all that, we one big Negro collectively. That's how the rest of the world look at you. And you got to start thinking about it like that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And niggas got your back that you didn't even know. You smell me?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's how it is now. I mean, you from that era where you would feel. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't even really mean half what I'm saying because I'm talking about another person, and I really can't rely on another person in actuality because I grew up like that. So you're gonna when it's all said and done, you're gonna go back to what you know.
Yeah.
But on what you were saying, you say you got people looking out for you. You don't even know that, and they thinking of things that they on a whole nother levels as far as thinking that you never even touched.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. You know what I'm saying? Because there is people out there that's on a whole nother level as far as thinking. I wouldn't suspect they're thinking like that. Like they're trying to progress though. When I mean thinking, they're progressing at the same time, but they still caught in an environment where they're not really showing nothing, but their minds is on a whole nother level. They want to do different things. They want to take advantage of this time. And yeah, there's a lot of people out there like that. They're just being held back, apparently for some odd reason.
Bro, listen, bro. This is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever collective unit you consider yourself to be a part of, you can raise the grade level. You can raise the grade point average by you raising your grade point average. You raise the level of the classroom's collective letter grade by you getting the A plus by default. You feel me? And you also lowering it. You lower it by having an F or a D. You smell me?
But that's when you talk. That's for a lot of people. So
I'm saying whatever unit you collectively call yourself to, your family, you biologically connected to them. So once you get an A plus in whatever category you get an A plus in, you're helping your family out by getting an A plus in that category.
I thought you meant like, what I'm saying, your community. Your community a certain way.
That's your other. You're part of different bubbles of life. You feel me?
Like your community, you could be good. You could be a star. You could be doing things. You could feel so good about yourself, and you know that, but your community, you're getting the worst. You're not getting the best opportunities. You know what I mean? Like I go, to schools and shit. Your kids in a way you can't succeed if you come from this type of area, and that has a lot to do with your community. Yeah.
What? So what does that mean though? Like, what are you saying?
Well, it depends on how you're moving. If your mindset is on, I want to get this A. I want to succeed.
This is what I'm talking about. Listen, this is what I'm talking about. Look.
You can't do that from community college.
No, listen, bro. Listen. What I'm talking about right quick. What I'm saying is this. You're thinking selfless right now. That's why you're thinking about the community. You need to start thinking selfish. And I know that as a man, that's tough. But let me tell you and explain what I mean by selfish. I mean this. I become selfish by me going to go get money. I get the money, become selfless by bringing this bottle and this weed to my nigga's house. If I didn't have the money to buy this shit, I couldn't go help my nigga out. You only can give what you got. So you need to start becoming more selfish with shit, is what I'm saying. The community needs you to become selfish, to become more selfless. It's a positive thing in it. Oh, shit, did you hang up? I didn't hang up. Oh, shit.